From the Pro Image Group of Companies, Pro Sport, in conjunction with the Victorian Football League, presents Pro Football.
Hello and welcome once again to more great VFL action in pro football. This week we join almost 32,000 people in cold, wet, wintry conditions at Princes Park for the all-important clash by two top sides, Carlton and North Melbourne. For the Blues, they've been on a winning streak, and North Melbourne in recent weeks have shown too that they can knock off the top sides. It was psychologically a most important game for both teams this afternoon. Unfortunately for North, they went into the game without Phil Cracker and Mark Arceri, two of their finer small players. But let's join that big crowd now at Princes Park for the opening bounce. And with me in the commentary position is Jack Edwards.
It's a grand final atmosphere here at Princes Park for the all-important clash between North Melbourne and Carlton. Lyle late on the scene for the opening centre bounce. Marku almost had his head ripped off.
Hello, the umpire's
down.
He got flattened there, right in the middle of the ground there, Sandy. He'd run into a pack of players, but it's Marku with the ball. So the other umpire can't start the game, though.
So it will be Marku to take it. And Bernie Evans having a collision with the umpire. But he's okay.
Well, we think he is.
John Russo, no, he's up. Umpires Castle and Russo in charge. As Marku's kick, he's looking for McClure, thumped away. McCann's been in form in recent weeks. Free kick going the way of Carlton. Wayne Blackwell will take it. Only 50 metres out, directly in front. Very little breeze because it's covered by the stands here at Princes Park. Let's see if Blackwell can get the first score on the board. Larkin is the man on the mark. Might not make the distance. It will not make the distance. Play on is the call. Carlton push it into the pocket. Cracker applies the pressure, and taking it over the line was Peter Kenny, and we will see a throw in. Now, I mentioned Cracker, Jack Edwards. That was Jim. Where is Phil?
Well, Phil is not with us this afternoon. He's not taking his place in the North Melbourne team. He's going to have a... He must be injured, of course, but North Melbourne will have to win without him. Larkin got a hand pass back to Jim Cracker, who's caught in possession. The umpire calls play on, and out comes Rode with the ball. He gives it over to Bradley, who puts it into the forward zone. McCann in front, had the ball, dropped it though, dropped it cold. Had it in his hands and it's out of bounds, and the throw-in takes place.
Great crowd here today, Jack.
Is it ever? It's a great atmosphere here.
Well, it's like a grand final. Here's the throw-in. Carlton doing all the attacking. Kernahan trying to obtain front spot. Finishes up at the back, but it goes straight to Larkin. Matthew Larkin's kick down over the head of Meldrum. Past Dorotich. It was a poor bounce.
Well
Jonas has it. Very skillful footballer as Peter Jonas gets it across to Donald McDonald. The Northerners are into attack. Dool chasing it into goal, but he won't get there. First blood on the board goes to the Northerners, and the Roos are away as Donald McDonald posts the first for the day. North, one straight. Carlton yet to score on Sevens big lead.
For the first time, North had gone into attack through McDonald. They got from the half-forward line, 50-odd metres out, off the left foot too, which was a very good kick. He's put it through for the first goal of the day. North Melbourne have been missing McDonald in the last couple of weeks because he'd been out injured, suspended. But that time, the left foot shot was a great one. Here's Lyle poised to strike at the centre bounce against Madden, who's having a very good season. North Melbourne, you see, one goal. Carlton have been in attack most of the time, have not yet scored. It's tapped down toward the half-forward zone. Jonas tapped it forward. Rob Robinson's playing for North Melbourne this afternoon. He got a little kick away there, taken by Dorotich. The left foot kick will go out toward Evans, who's, up over the top of Ackley, but couldn't take the mark. Good play by Ackley to get the ball down, picked up by Atkins. Hand pass to Larkin. Larkin's going to shoot it out to Holt. No, he's changed his mind. He's gone down the flank looking for a teammate, and he's found one out there. And that mark taken looks like Peter Jonas out there, or is it Robertson on the outer wing? It's Robertson. Wasn't actually picked in the side, he was picked on the bench.
So Robertson with a left foot drop punt in towards the square off target. Just pulled it slightly, a point only goes on the board. So North Melbourne moved to 1-1-7. Carlton yet to score. Steve Silvani not taking his place in the Carlton side.
Does it go?
Dorotich a chance. Can he pick it up? He's clear. Gives it to the Dominator. Holt traps him to half forward. McClure and Evans come bouncing forward. Johnston again looking for Evans. Can't find him. Pushed forward. A chance for Dwyer.
Through it.
Oh, Tiptoes did. He'd led from father to centre wing, and they're out of trouble once again. The hurried kick forward goes by Spargo to centre half forward, and Roscoe Glendinning, the Brownlow medalist, takes the mark.
He's 50 out, Sandy. Can he do it from there? I think he can. You'll see the line come up as he goes in toward goal, the 50-metre mark, just outside the centre square mark.
First game back, Jack. Let's see what he does.
He could kick this a mile. And he has. He's put it right through the centre. Another goal to North Melbourne. North Melbourne lead Carlton. 2 goals, 1. Carlton not yet scored. Sevens big league.
A great start by the Blues. I'm just looking, Jack, at the flags, and at the moment they seem relatively limp, but is there a breeze favouring North Melbourne's end?
I wouldn't give it much thought, really. There's only a slight breeze coming over the top of the Robert Heatley stand end. It wouldn't give any assistance to the North Melbourne side that are kicking to the left of screen.
Centre bounce once again, and a great start by the Roos. 5 minutes played. Lyle charging at the football. Madden stands his ground. Marcoux flattened, goes to ground, and umpire Russo has no alternative but to come in and have another bounce. It's going to be great to see so many players on this ground with so much talent today. Sad to see one of the crackers missing. From the Carlton plus side, Craig Bradley's been outstanding form. McClure, now he's got to run like Carl Lewis here if he's going to get to this first. Reece Jones may do the shepherding. Reece does it effectively. McClure keeps it in play. Goes over the top to Bradley. Give it across to Kernahan. The Glenelg boys are in business. To Bernie Evans. They might muck it up. No! Kernahan's done it. Great play by Bradley, Evans, Kernahan, and Carlton have their first on the board.
I thought a very poor tackle from McCann coming in toward Kernahan there. He could have taken the ball right away from him, but wasn't quite up to it. And Kernahan kicked the ball very hurriedly and got it through for a goal. So on screen, Kernahan on the scoreboard. Carlton 1 goal, North Melbourne 2-1-13. You're on Sevens big league.
7 points the margin, 6 minutes played. Now, Jack, you played 111 for the Northerners, and I know you're unbiased.
Completely.
Who's your selection?
North Melbourne. Taken by Jonas. He got it down to the half-forward zone, but Tommy Alvin was in the way. Alvin's having a very good season too. Alvin been looking up to the half-forward zone. He looks for Blackwell. He's having a great start. I've seen Blackwell quite a few times this year, and he's playing very well. He comes toward the big fella up front. Oh, Kenny can't take the mark. McClure, hand pass is not quite where he wanted. Big Madden's there. Is that tall? He's controlling the ball in the air. Picked up by Kenny. The kick off the side of the boot toward the boundary line. Bradley won't make it. We'll see a boundary throw in. Only 25 metres out from Carlton's goal.
It's like the national basketball, wasn't it?
No one could get near it. He had it about 10 foot up in the air, no one could touch it.
So a throw in Carlton's right forward pocket. Kernahan and Lyle will do the ruck work. McClure coming in from the side, straight to the Johnston. A high kick, but he's wide, in towards the pocket. Kenny is there, can't take the mark. He's under plenty of opposition from Ross Smith, and it goes over the line. So a throw in this time in the left forward pocket, but an air of excitement on this ground at the moment. 2 in-form sides. McClure picks it up. Oh, here's a chance. Blackwell shoots at goal, but he's off target. 1.0.
Carlton 1-1, points. North Melbourne 2-1, 13 points. Sevens big league from Princes Park and a big crowd in attendance. In fact, they've even got into the site where the new grandstand is going to be built to try and get away from the crush.
Wonder if they got tickets to go in there, Jack?
Yes, from the BLF they got them from there. Up they go. Madden put it down, couldn't quite take it. Kicked away by German, down the flank toward the wing position out of sides. Shivelbush ran into a brick wall. Alvin's there too. So did he run into a brick wall. The ball near Atkins and Bradley, but I think the boundary umpires won out. A bit of a blue going on over there on the wing position, which is quickly sorted out. A bit too early in the game to get rubbed out or get punched in the eye, so they've decided to go back and play football. Boundary throw-in takes place. Lyle and Madden. The ball tapped away from Robinson. It's been picked up and kicked by Bradley into the forward pocket. Up they go, and fairly Law should have taken the mark. He lost it. Hand pass comes away from the pack to Johnny Law. He gets it moving down the flank. Lyle's there, can't reach the ball, and the boundary umpire wins out again. A boundary throw-in, centre wing, outer side at Princes Park.
7 plays 13, favouring North Melbourne. 8.5 minutes played. First term, crucial game for both sides. Tapped over the back, trying to take it away was Rowan Burke. Under plenty of pressure, Cracker now, but the handball was too quick on that occasion. Marku picks it up towards the centre once again. McClure forced onto the defensive, but he's got plenty of support. Here's danger. Bradley weaves his way through. He's across half forward. He'll head towards his teammate Kernahan. With him is McCann. Kernahan's got it.
McCann looking for a free kick there, talking to the umpire, reckon he was pushed out, but the umpire has not played that way, and so we'll see Kernahan take the shot from only 25 metres out. Kernahan going for his second goal for Carlton to try and level the score. Carlton 1-1, 7 points. North Melbourne 2-1, 13 points before this shot by Stephen Kernahan. Point blank range, really. Going for his second. Kernahan, Robert Heatley stand in. Oh, didn't come off the boot that well, but it's gone through. 2 goals, 1, playing 2 goals, 1, 7th big league from Princes Park.
Great start by Steve Kernahan. 2 goals from full forward. And the Blues level the score. 2-1 apiece. In fact, he's playing in a pocket, although one wonders the way they move them round nowadays. You've got Kenny and Smith at full forward and full back, respectively. Kernahan and McCann wandering around the pocket region on one side.
I think it's fine that he really would be the full forward.
Yep.
McCann's been having a great year too in the full back position, but so far today he's lowered his colours, but...
Early days yet, Jack. Here's the centre bounce. Lyle and Madden. Well, it's a shocking bounce for Lyle. Bradley lost it. Eventually North force it forward. That was through McDonald down towards the half line. Cracker clear onto the left foot. Can he hook it back? He can beautifully. A quick answering goal by Spargo, and the Northerners are back in business. Great play by Cracker, quickly on to Spargo. And Spargo posts North Melbourne's third. 3-1 plays 2-1 on Sevens Big League.
Well, the big crowd certainly getting their money's worth at present. I know we're only 11 minutes into the first term at Princes Park, but they're really enjoying the feast of football. Great play by Jimmy Cracker.
And I tell you what, Jack, if it's like this for the rest of the game, we're all going to be exhausted.
Yes, well, we don't mind that really, because I love a good game of football.
Yep, quite agree.
Centre bounce. John Russo. Made a mishap early. There's on-screen Cracker with harms, but centre bounce taking place. Madden tapped it out. Bradley gets the kick into half forward and travel. Here's a chance now. Blackwell's got the ball in front of him. Oh, tapped away. That was a good tackle too. No chance for North Melbourne to get it forward. Robertson in trouble. Gets it out to McCann. McCann should go short, but he goes long down towards Spargo and Meldrum. It's Spargo with the front berth. Meldrum uses the pace and good body work. Gets away from him too. And a tackle too high on Meldrum. The umpire will play accordingly.
So Paul Meldrum to take it just on the defensive side of centre. And we'll look down to his half-forward line. McClure calling for it at centre half-forward. That's the way he heads. With him is Fairley. At the back is Bradley. Had it and lost it. Johnston under plenty of pressure. Ackley showing good determination. McClure through. Play on is the call. Atkins, a hurried high kick, gathers little distance. The rain is imminent here at Princes Park too. And Shimmer's clear. North are out of trouble. Up to the half-forward line. Dool playing in front, waiting down, Cracker and Harms. Harms towards the boundary line. Over it, in fact, and another throw in. And I think we could, Jack, be in for a pretty wet and wintry afternoon.
Well, hopefully not, because the standard of football here is very high at present. We hope the weather keeps good and lets the players get on with the task of playing football. Tapped down by Madden, taken by Schimmelbusch. North need Shimmer in the side, fitting well. He gets it up to Larkins, a chance at the back, but he waited for the crumb. He might get it yet, because there's Larkin in after it now, trying to get it out. Did so, but no one can get it away clearly, and we'll see a bounce taking place in that position, which is only 25 to 30 metres out from North Melbourne's goal. Ball about to be put down. Now there's Rowan Burke on the ground too for Carlton. Now the ball put down 30 metres out. Madden taps it down, socket off the ground, nearly off the ground by Harm, down to the flank. Robertson tackled too high. Now it's going to be a good shot for goal if he kicks this one. He's out 50 metres from goal. The little bit of breeze it is here, as I said before, it shouldn't help much, but it could assist the kick by Robertson. He works a torpedo punt into the goal square, hit the post.
He's got
Bandler.
no problem with the distance, Jack.
Wow, a torpedo punt. He worked that beautifully and just got into the left-hand goal post for only one behind, but North Melbourne now 3 goals to 20 points, Carlton 2-1, 13.
From the kick back into play, a chance for Evans to send Carlton forward. Marku in the pocket, and he takes the mark.
Well, actually cheated a bit there.
Long way out. He goes short. Blackwell's in front and takes it ahead of Kenny. Now he'll have Kernahan and McClure in the square. Looks for McClure. Misses it fairly.
Oh,
Hooks
dear.
it over his body. Dangerous as Johnston comes over the top and takes a screamer.
Bad disposal by Fairley. Very bad disposal. Could have gone anywhere else. Hooked the ball back and kicked it up that high. He nearly brought the rain down you were talking about. And Johnson had the sit. Came in and took the mark over the top of the pack and every chance of Carlton's third goal.
An ideal position for the Dominator to kick from. Let's see what he does. A chance to bring them to within 1 point. I think he's pushed it.
He squirted it a bit.
Oh, has he squirted it? It's out of bounds on the full. Shocking kick.
Well, the Dominator not dominating at present, and McCann with the ball.
So Steve McCann to go to the outer side with a long drop punt, getting the shelter from the stand. They're all up. Who's waiting down? Lyle goes in. The handball comes out. Evans has it, goes on to the short to Kenny, and he takes it. Good little left foot chip to Peter Kenny, who led out well, and he'll have a shot.
Carlton forwards doing very well at present, getting away from their opponents by getting in front and taking that first couple of metres start, and they're very hard to peg back from there. Kenny did so well against Melbourne a few weeks ago, putting the ball to boot. He kicks very well, this fellow. That's no exception. So Kenny posts his first goal. Scoreboard, very interesting. North Melbourne 3-2-20. Carlton 3-1-19 on Sevens Big League.
And Jack, we've played almost 15 and a half minutes of this first term. And what an exciting first 15 minutes it's been.
The young fellow Kenny, a few weeks ago, 2 marks, 2 kicks in the first 2 minutes and bang away went.
Here's the centre bounce once again. Madden up against Lyle. Won by Madden, straight to Bradley, looking for Evans, couldn't find him. Alwyn the chance. Left foot kick is smothered. Tommy's in again, gets it clear. Through they go, up towards Kenny, through Robertson, and he takes them up.
Yes, once again, see the Carlton forwards in front of the North Melbourne defenders and taking the advantage of that position. And Kenny will just about kick this one. He's out 50. He'll kick from 55 metres, but don't ride him off.
Well, he's got McClure and he's got Kernahan in the square, Jack.
I think Kernahan will be the P if the kick drops short. The ball will drop short.
Madden's
Madden's there too, and he's got it. He got it, the big fellow. Only 15 metres out from goal. He will be the thorn in North Melbourne's side this afternoon, unless they can chop him off at the knees or something like that. But 15 metres out. Madden will not miss this. He's just too tall. When he puts those arms up, he's a very, very tall boy. The plumb bob situation, he lines it up, getting himself, he's used that as a plumb bob, that he lines it up like his brother.
That's your profession coming out now, Jack.
Oh, that it is, that it is. You watch this one go through. And away it goes into the Robert Heatley stand. It travels. Carlton in front of North Melbourne. Carlton 4 goals, 1. 25 points. North Melbourne 3-2, 20 points. You're on Sevens Big League.
Main goal kickers for Carlton. Steve Kernahan has 2. And singles to Peter Kenny and Justin Madden. While for the Northerners, all singles. Ross Glendinning, Donald McDonald, Paul Spargo. And a great start by both sides as the light rain starts to fall. And I think this could persist throughout the afternoon, sadly enough, but it's only light. Madden and Lyle again from the middle. And again, it's Carlton who whisked the ball to their half-forward line. Holt, one of the best disposers of a football in the league. A left footer, a beautiful kicker of a football. To the half-forward line, Tommy Alvin up. At the back is Wayne Harms. Madden is loose, but he gets a poor bounce. Can he get the handball to him? No. He'll be forced to try and soccer it, and he does it effectively too. And they'll get out of trouble. Back towards Rhys Jones, loose on a wing. McClure's saying, put it down in front of me on that half-forward line. If he got a favourable bounce, he was right, but he's going to be under pressure. In fact, he's caught. His handball is loose, taken by Ross Smith, and now the Northerners are out of strife. Up towards the half-forward line, almost, and the mark taken by Paul Spargo.
Glendinning leads.
There's a long kick, but not good. Straight to Madden. Madden gets it across to his teammate in Robertson, and they're out of trouble again.
Robertson goes to Bradley on the outer wing. Dwyer a bit late on the scene to try and contest that. Finds Blackwell now, and Carlton looking good here at Princes Park as Blackwell comes into the full forward zone looking for Kenny. Kenny up high. Lyle didn't take that mark. He did not take that mark, but the umpire has paid it. The first touch was Kenny's. Now Lyle plays on with a hand pass. North Melbourne hand passing off the half-back line. German gets a short one going. Oh, in the back. Could have been a 15-metre penalty there. Would have hurt too. Would have hurt Donald McDonald. And the 15-metre penalty will be applied. So McDonald will kick from just over the 50-metre mark.
Decent 15.
It was a decent 15. Well, had to try and give North a chance, I suppose, off the 50-metre mark. He has kicked one on the left foot from this distance, so can he make it with the right foot? Donald McDonald could be a great player for North. No, that's not a good kick. It's going to drop into the square. Up they go. Robertson had a hurried shot at goal off the wrong side of the boot, out of bounds on the full. Carlton will take the resultant free kick. Scoreboard showing 25 playing 20. Carlton leading North Melbourne on Sevens Big League.
And Jack, we've played some 19.5 minutes of this first term as Tommy Alvin brings it back into play. He's looking for Madden. Lyle is there with him. The Northerners a chance again through Atkins as he spears one in towards half forward. Cracker lurking. Can't get possession, however. Dorotich applying the pressure, so too was Bradley. Holt persisting. Rhys Jones steals it beautifully. If it sits, it doesn't for the Dominator. And Atkins will take it away. Or can he? Marku can't grab him. He goes short, but straight to Dorotich.
Dorotich has taken the mark, got flattened by McDonald after he had taken the mark, so 15 metres will be applied, and Dorotich will drive Carlton into attack.
Even or upper.
Up they go. The players stop.
Back. Another 15.
Another 15 will be applied against the North Melbourne side, and possibly Donald McDonald being the player who gave away that 30 metres. So Dorotich is nearly to half forward now. Short passes on, not a good one. Chopped off by Jonas. He tapped it out. Holt should be there first, but Rhys Jones did the good work. Taken by Harms. Harms takes the ball away. Little bit of an infringement back there, but Blackwell's diving mark will be paid just inside the boundary line. This mark being paid to Blackwell right on the boundary line, and Rhys Jones did some heavy work back behind there when Johnny Holt copped one. And Blackwell on the boundary line has also injured himself.
Yes, he could have winded himself taking that football, and it might be Tommy Alvin. This will delight Tommy if he can goal, but he won't from here. He'll just try and centre it. Kernahan and Madden. Madden comes over the top, fairly weights down. Goes on to a hurried left foot snap, gathers little distance. Danger because Kenny picks it up, throws it out. Can Madden pick it up? No, he can't. He cannot pick it up. He's like an enormous mosquito as he's bent over the football. Kenny's in trouble behind the play with an ankle, and we'll see a bounce just 20 metres out from the square.
Beginning to wonder about Ian Fairley's disposal a couple of times there has not been good for North Melbourne. Oh, McClure got hit right across the ears. No free kick. Tapped out to Larkin. Larkin got a hand pass to McCann. McCann tries to break away. His hand pass to Wackley. Tapped down to Atkins. Atkins shoots it around the boundary line. Can't find a teammate as yet. And I think the umpire wins out. No Germans there. He'll get away with a hand pass coming back to Schimmelbusch just inside the boundary line. He left it behind. Nearly a leg to Schimmelbusch on that occasion, and the umpire has paid accordingly.
So Schimmelbusch.
The rain's heavy.
It's getting heavy, Jack. Welcome return to the North Melbourne side. There's Schimmer, German. Again, another harried hand pass. McDonald in towards full forward, but no one at home, and Wayne Harms sees it over the line. So another throw in to take place. 4-1 Carlton, North 3-3, a margin of 4 points on Sevens Big League, as Tommy Alvin could just run this ball. Well, he's got no one to kick to further field. Craig Bradley's got a paddock. He goes long. Good penetrating kick from Bradley. Kernahan's the target. McCann effective. Blackwell over the top. Straight to Law. He couldn't handle it. Now Fairley. His disposal's been questionable, and again it's questionable. Oh, Bradley's played on. That's almost arrogant as he goes to Blackwell. Blackwell will go into goal, but will he kick it? He will.
1 point, I think. Only one behind. Fairley's disposal from the back line has not been good, and that piece of work by Blackwell wasn't that good either. Carlton 4-2-26, North Melbourne 3-3-21. Sevens Big League, 23 minutes in.
Jack, were they trying to be a little too arrogant, Carlton, on that occasion?
I thought they may have been trying to break North up and upset the back line by taking away their confidence, but North got out of that. Now Schimmelbusch can drive right down the flank. Here's
his kick up towards centre wing. No mark taken. Play on is the call. Tom Alvin comes bursting through. Gets a hurried kick, but gathers little distance. Picked up by Atkins. Atkins to half forward. Who's at home? No one. Molly Meldrum's at the back. under plenty of pressure, still going.
Oh, dear.
And
Bit lucky, I thought.
has the free kick. Well, he's got Bradley, who's alone. Now, I don't know who's standing Craig Bradley, but he hasn't had a touch to date. Gets the quick hand pass across to Robertson. Robertson in towards full forward. Evans and Ackley, the two former Southerners. No one could take it. Law, a hurried kick, dangerous too. Oh, here's an excellent opportunity for a shot at goal by Burke. And he has put through 1 point.
When North Melbourne are going out of defence, there's always 2 or 3 Carlton players hanging around that 50-metre mark, and the little kicks are dropping into them. Now, North aren't waking up to this. I see Germans being taken off the ground too as Ackley kicks in from full back out toward Lyle, but Big Madden's there. He'll get the ball to turf. It's a chance for Rode. Picking up now. Rode's got a chance to break away. That was a free kick to North Melbourne, not paid. Now it's Robertson's turn to get a hand pass to Meldrum. Meldrum coming downfield. Here's a chance for Kernahan again. Too much pace on that occasion for McCann, and Kernahan will go for his 3rd goal from well within the 50-metre line, which you'll see. He's kicking from around about 40 metres. So McCann not having the best of days at this stage of the game, which is 24, nearly 25 minutes into the first term. The game at Princes Park. Steve Kernahan going for his 3rd goal and should kick it from round about 40 metres. On its way. No, it's going to drop short. Ackley's going to thump it through for 1 behind, so the Carlton score will change. It'll be 4 goals, 4 now, 28 points. North Melbourne, 3 goals, 3, 21 points. You're on Sevens big league as Ackley plays on from the back pocket position.
And we're into time on, Jack, in this first term. Madden over the top. Now, that's just doing it too easily. That is doing it far too easily. Kenny has 1. And no checking there at all. He's about 45 metres out. 7 points is the margin at the moment. It's a fair kick from Peter Kenny. It's a great kick. 13 points is the margin on Sevens big league.
Well, having seen the kicking ability of Peter Kenny before, I wasn't surprised he kicked that one. I saw him against Melbourne, as I said the other week. Carlton getting a bit of a grip on the game at present. 13 points mightn't sound much, but the rain is continuing. It's going to make the track a little bit heavier, a little bit more awkward. So we'll see what happens.
And I'm delighted they've moved our commentary position, Jack, because if it had remained in the same place, we would have been soaked. Nevertheless, Carlton go into attack momentarily. Ross Smith played on.
He did, but the umpire didn't penalise.
Played on. Well, a lot of people giving advice here, but he did appear to play on. Nevertheless, North have the chance through Ackley. Up towards the right half forward flank. Alvin giving chase. Glendinning over the line and another throw in.
Yes, on the run, a long way out from North Melbourne's goal now. That breeze has freshened. It is favouring the end to which North Melbourne is kicking, but I don't think it's going to make much difference with this rain tumbling down. Madden got the tap down. Jimmy Cracker came through, was held, picked up by Atkins. The left foot shot by Atkins, not far from goal. Up to the square, could have been a free Glendinning's way. The umpire said, nope. Boundary throw it in the forward pocket for North Melbourne. So Bruce Doyle, the evergreen, fantastic the way he's been going. He may get caught out, though, when the grounds get a little bit harder in the final series.
He's got no worries about that at the moment, Jack.
No, not at present.
Madden, Evans, close to the boundary line. So too is Jonas. And it's Peter Jonas, the former Central District's half forward, who sees it over the line. So another throw in. North doing the attacking, but they want a goal badly here. Close to siren time. Madden wins it, taken away by Harms. Bradley misses it. Robertson couldn't take it. Eventually his teammate Dwyer does, and he says, darn this, I'll head straight for home. But it'll be a free kick going the way of Madden.
Yeah, it's too tall. Madden getting up, holding his head, as you see, but there's no one to contest the mark with him. He hand passes on to Harms, who moves it out toward Rode, who's got to
look at this.
Plenty of Rode here too. He's got Sydney Rode all to himself. He's got toward Kernahan. Marku won't get this ball as yet. In comes Johnny Law. I don't think they'll go and meet him head on. Johnny Law comes through with a hand pass out to, Ackley in the back. Could have been the decision. Play on's the call. Hand pass came back from Robertson to Spargo. Spargo can't get it. Atkins again. Hand passes in. Taken now and kicked by Steele. Down to the full forward zone. But who's home for North Melbourne? No one as yet. Glendinning tries a soccer trick. Can't make it. It's on the turf. Picked up by Alvin. Hand pass to Harms. He goes out wide. All by himself out there is Evans. Evans takes the mark as the rain comes pelting down at Princes Park. Evans comes in toward the centre and finds Meldrum, who was standing his ground in the centre of Princes Park Oval, looking
tell
for
you what,
somewhere to go.
Jack, if this gets any mistier this rain, it's not going to make it too pleasant. Marcoux.
Carlton are playing in front.
Short again. They're running everywhere at the moment. Evans. With arrogant style. Now that's stupid play. It went straight to Johnston, put him under enormous pressure. Evans will get it back and try and get them out of business. Back to Johnston. Can't do anything with it. And John Russo will come in and have a bounce.
A few free kicks, well, not being paid, but it appear to be a few free kicks there. The umpires
Jack,
are
if you
ignoring.
had the ball there, why wouldn't you try and kick it as long as you possibly could?
I'd put it right up to Kernahan, McClure,
Yeah.
and they're all there, and the Rovers round the packs. Carlton should be going long instead of trying the little hand pass. Maybe the wet ball is upsetting him, but here comes Schimmelbusch. Look at the pace of him. He's supposed to be half fit. Oh, someone got dropped behind player 2, and the Carlton player down at the half-forward zone for them. Short pass comes from Spargo, North Melbourne.
Blackwell down.
Blackwell's down, and Schimmelbusch has the ball for North Melbourne, but a fair way out from goal. He's 45 metres out. We've seen a few of those little short ones into the body today. And Schimmelbusch 45 metres out from goal. Sandy said before that North need a goal. The best time to get it is now because the time's running out in the first term. Schimmelbusch kicks toward goal. It is. It's a goal to North Melbourne. 7 scoreboard showing on the big league. Carlton 5-4-34. North Melbourne 4-3-27.
Yes, just exactly what his team wanted. Wayne Schimmelbusch, a welcome return to the side after a long layoff, and he's cut the margin to only 7 points. Wayne Blackwell is back up on his feet after appearing to cop a reasonably heavy knock. The rain has tended to clear a little, but I think we've got to be prepared to put up with it for the afternoon. Lyle was looking for Ross Smith, didn't find him. Reece Jones weaves out of trouble, goes onto the left foot to the half-forward line. McCann in front of Kernahan, but now Kernahan gets the spot. Marcoux under pressure. Dribbles it through. Fayette's flattened. They'll be on here because he got flattened by Law. Admittedly, the man was in motion. He was propelled. He was on his way. But it doesn't stop them come running from everywhere. Jack,
I was surprised that they, I don't say struck him, but when Marcoux was trying to pick that ball up, I was surprised that no one met him with the hip and shoulder in
Came
the first
straight through.
instance. But this time, after he had delivered the ball, Marcoux was flattened, and we'll see a free kick going the way of Alex Marcoux. Well within kicking distance, and not a good piece of football from the North Melbourne defenders' point of view when you consider the quarter-time siren so close.
Mind you, Jack, it's good to be sitting next to the Carlton stand and listen to their voices.
Yes, well, they are very vocal. They have reason to be too, because one of their dear favourites, Alex Marcoux, has just been flattened. But he'll take this shot for goal. He puts it on his way. The umpire has indicated it will be another goal Carlton's way. So just prior to quarter-time on 7's Big League, Carlton kicked their 6th goal. 6 goals for 40 points. North Melbourne 4-3-27 on 7's Big League.
At the moment, Carlton being able to hold this lead that they opened up early on in the first term. And whenever North do answer the challenge, Carlton have been able to do likewise.
The North defence seems very brittle at present.
Yes, it does. And Carlton running everywhere. Now, that's an example of the rain because it's no longer a bounce. It's a throw-up in the middle. Marcoux in the thick of things again, but he got caught. McDonald out to Cracker. Been very, very quiet without his brother.
Another biff back there.
Another biff, yes, behind play, so it's been brought back. Did you see it, Jack?
Holding the man decision it was. The umpire paid as Cracker was about to deliver the ball toward Glendenning. The umpire called a holding the man decision and going to be taken down there by Rowan Burke.
So Rowan Burke's at centre field.
Carlton are running
No,
well,
in fact, he won't take it.
again.
Alex Marcoux, who was the one who tried to get it out of the middle. Marcoux to a fairly congested half-forward line. Lyle comes through, gets caught, well tackled. Carlton's desperation in the forward line is exemplary at the moment. Kernahan. I don't know about that, Robert. Jack.
No, it's all right. It's all right, Sandy.
So used to with Bobby Skilton, but did you agree with it?
Not really, no. The umpire, though, is there. He's right. Johnny on the spot. He may have seen a hand the other side of the pack. He was one side of the pack, we were the other. So often they can see things on that side that we can't, and vice versa. But it's Kernahan going for his 3rd goal. Be a good lead if Carlton can grab this one just prior to quarter time, because it'll make them 46 points to 27. Kernahan going for his 3rd. Oh, as the siren sounds, the ball goes through. So at quarter time, Kernahan has kicked his third goal. Carlton 7 goals 46. North Melbourne 4-3, 27 on 7's big lead.
Who goes to half forward over the top of Fairley. Doole's playing in front. Change there. Fairley grabs him. Jonas in after it. Plenty of pressure on down in that forward line. The umpire allowing play to go on. Eventually pushed past Holt. Taken by McDonald. A high kick back towards Fairley. And he's taken it. So Ian Fairley is on the 50-metre line. The question is, Jack, is it too far for him?
With a wet ball, it could be, Sandy, but he did come to North Melbourne as a forward. He's kicked it high, and Madden one-hander, forced through for one behind. Donald McDonald tried to get the boot to it right on the goal line, but wasn't successful. So it went through for one behind only, according to the umpire. So that's what goes on the board, 7-4 to 4-4. Carlton leading North Melbourne by 3 goals. Doole kicking in from full back. He's waiting for the Carlton players to disperse from the half-back flank or the half-back area, looking for a lead. Going to the big fella in Madden, and that's not a bad idea either. Larkin there and out-manoeuvred. Big Madden on that occasion plays on, taken by German. German looking for Fairley, who's gone to full forward by the looks of things. The ball down to Doherty. Oh, he punched back right in the face. Hand pass comes out from Marcoux to Alvin. Alvin gets a little hand pass away. It's pinched here by good tackle taken by Meldrum. He goes out wide. A chance for Bradley. Bradley with a bit of pace on him, but the ball is wet. Don't forget that. Bradley picks up, tries to hook it back. It's McCann and Kernahan. Kernahan can't take the mark. Lord missed him on the way through. Kenny's there, and Lord taps it out of bounds very safely for a boundary throw-in. Scoreboard 7-4 Carlton, North Melbourne 4-4.
2 minutes played, second term. Jack, throw in Carlton's left half forward flank area. North's making a couple of changes with Fairley going down towards full forward. See if they can get back into the game. Johnston didn't try and pick it up, just tried to tap it forward towards Bradley, and he's under pressure straight over the line.
What was that?
Well, he was about 17 inches from the boundary line when he pinged him, and where else could he go? They've removed the press box. He couldn't go there, but nevertheless, he's lost it. Jonas got up high, couldn't take the mark. It goes over the line. And another throw-in to take place. Well, North want this first goal. If they can get this, they'll be back in business again.
They're trailing by 3.
Let's hope they can. Madden. Too much height taken by Robertson. Schimmelbusch under pressure. Although he'll say a delightful pass to Matthew Larkin. Down towards full forward. Doole. A hurried high kick. Cracker from behind. Watch him. So too was Bradley. Couldn't take it. Marcoux. Under pressure, the kick from Blackwell. 31 for North is Spargo. Kicked one in the first term, but he's not going to get a look in here. And they're out of trouble once again. Meldrum's kick. Madden. 1-2 grabs. Has it. Thought about playing on. Now does. Towards Kernahan. A spiralling punt kick. Difficult one to mark. McCann is with him. Dwyer picks it up. Hooks it back towards centre wing. Keeping it in play is Peter German. Gives it to Glendinning. The bounce. Well, Doherty just tried to thump it forward to Marcoux. Could put Rode under pressure because Jonas uses the body nicely. It allows Cracker through, but he runs into trouble. Play on is the call. German slips on the turf. Peter Rode will pick it up. Gives it across to Johnston. Johnston gets a hurry kick towards Alvin close to the boundary line, and Tommy will paddle it over, and another throw-in to take place.
Boundary throw-in taking place on the centre wing position members' side of the ground. 7-4 playing 4-4. North Melbourne trailing Carlton by those 3 goals. And at the boundary throw-in, Larkin got the front berth. Jonas was there, tried to hook the ball out, couldn't do so. The umpire will come in again and put the ball on the turf, or maybe even throw it up in this wing position members' side of the Princes Park Oval. 3 goals between the teams. Carlton leading after kicking 7-4 in the first term to North Melbourne's 4-3. North have added 1 point for the second term. German's kick not going anywhere. A chance for Blackwell to get a hand pass away. Does to Johnston. His kick doesn't travel anywhere either. Didn't really make contact. Picked up by Peter Rode. He breaks away from the pack. Gets a good clearing kick toward the forward pocket area. Law giving chase. Won't be able to trap the ball. Will let it go over the boundary line. We'll see a boundary throw-in taking place in the forward pocket position for Carlton. Carlton with their ball, not far away from goal, with a lead of 3 goals over North Melbourne. The time clock showing 5 minutes have gone the second term at Princes Park. Sevens Big League from this venue, bringing you the game between Carlton and North Melbourne. A big game on the holiday Monday as Lyle got up high. The ball tapped down in front. It's in that position. Ackley shoots it out. Johnson picks up. He's on the kicking foot but couldn't pick it up and get a boot at the ball. It's now out of bounds again. So the Carlton skipper in Wayne Johnson picks himself up from the gutter and will come back in and watch this boundary throw-in taking place. Very dangerous position for North Melbourne with Johnson lurking there, the left-footed player. At the back is Ackley. Can't pick it up cleanly. Tried to get a free kick out of that, couldn't do so. Strength is used by Glendenning. The kick not a good fact, it wasn't even made contact. Ball back in that pack of players, and a North Melbourne free kick will come out of this. I'll tell you in a minute who's got it, because it's one of those ones I couldn't quite pick up, and Ackley, I think, will be the fellow who'll take the free kick. Ackley looking to go across the outer side. No, he's coming up the members' side. A high kick. Lyle sets himself. Big Madden's there. They fly high. The ball thumped at the front of the pack. Players come out to meet us, kicked off the ground. There was a chance there for Evans. He couldn't gain possession. Ackley once again is tackled. Bradley goes in, hooks it toward the boundary line, and fumbling football here in the second term at Princes Park. The rain still continues, and North Melbourne still trail by 3 goals. Time clock 6.5 minutes the second term. North Melbourne in defence here as Carlton try to get this ball further forward. It is kicked by Marcoux, but straight up in the air. Will come to turf, I would think. Yes, a chance for Dwyer. He couldn't handle it either. It's on the turf. Big pack there. Here is a chance for Robertson. He kicks toward the goals, into the open goals. He goes. And Carlton have kicked this goal through Robertson. Bad goal from North Melbourne's viewpoint. Carlton now 8-4. North Melbourne 4-4 on Sevens Big League. Well, that was a good goal, kicked by Robertson. The ball was shovelled out to him. The goals were open. He wasn't that far out from goal, and he popped it through for Carlton's 8th goal. So North Melbourne's task is getting harder by the minute as the rain continues and Carlton continue to kick goals. Been playing now 7.5 minutes nearly in second term Sevens Big League. Madden awaits the ball. He gets a tap down too, has another go at it, can't get it out. German tries to get it out for North Melbourne. His kick is smothered. He dives back in on top of it. Hand pass comes out to Bradley. North Melbourne not looking good as Bradley goes in toward the Kernahan. No opposition. Kernahan goes goal it. He puts it on its way. And Kernahan kicks his 4th goal. North Melbourne in trouble here at Princes Park. Carlton 9-4. North Melbourne 4-4. 58 playing 28 on Sevens Big League.
Just 8 minutes gone and 2 quick goals. One to Robertson, one to Kernahan. And the Blues starting to take a hold. A 5-goal break.
More than North Melbourne have kicked, so that's a big margin.
In these conditions, Jack, it certainly is.
The rain looks like continuing too, San, as you prophesied early in the day. The weather expert.
No way, no. Here's the centre bounce. Let's hope the Northerners can come back. What will happen from the mid? Madden. Cracker can't get into it. Evans can't take it. Reece Jones can. Reece's kick. Oh, it's long to full forward. And Marcoux at the back of the pack sets it over the line for one behind. But a long kick by David Reece Jones. 9-5. Plays 4-4 on Sevens Big League scoreboard. McCann to the outer side of the ground. Smith and Johnston. The dominator dominates.
Carlton seem to be handling the ball much better than North Melbourne, for reasons unknown to me. The conditions the same for all players, but Carlton seem to have the better ball skills.
Too far out to score.
Oh, he's way too far out. Kernahan might be the P.
Let's see what he does. Kernahan is, but he's buffeted out of it by Roscoe Glendenning. The Brownlow medalist, Lyle, is leaving the ground. An interchange being made, but let's stay with Roscoe Glendenning. A long kick looking for Jonas through the arms of Harms. No one able to take it away. Reece Jones applying the pressure. Alvin under plenty of it. So too is Atkins. The umpiring allowed to go on in these wet conditions. Now he pulls it up and he says it'll be a free kick to Reece. And he takes it from centre wing. McClure over the top. Bernie Evans with blistering pace. Ackley is with him. Shepherd's well. The handball across to Cracker. Over the top, Ackley having trouble with the slippery football. Was it a push in the back? Yes, said the umpire. But North, having possession through law, allows play to go on. It's a poor kick, but it could find its mark in Rowan Robertson, who goes straight out of bounds on the full. So it'll be Wayne Blackwell. Copped a heavy one early on in the game, but has recovered well. And he'll take it from the half-back flank.
North Melbourne looking a very indifferent team at present as Blackwell puts the ball away from the wing position up toward Big Madden. The hands can't hold that one. Robertson tried to take it on the way through. Marku picks up, pops it up high. Hard ball to take, but Kernahan's under it. The ball will come to turf. In goes Evans, can't handle it. Could have been a free kick Carlton's way for holding the man, and the umpire said it is now. In the back decision will be paid to Tommy Alvin. Alvin with the ball, too far out to score. Goes for McClure and finds McClure, but he can't take the mark. It's on the turf now. McCann can't pick up the ball. Very hard to pick up. Very greasy. Picked up by Kernahan. He shoots toward goal, and a mark will be claimed by Bradley. Well, Bradley not far out from goal. Sort of picked that one up just above the ground, and if he kicks this one...
14 possessions for Bradley so far, Jack, having a fair day in the wet.
14 possessions, and this is one of the most important ones of his day so far. The chance to kick Carlton's 10th goal. Carlton 9-5, North 4-4. Bradley goes forward, puts it on its way, pushed it a little bit, but the umpire said it's good enough for a goal. So Bradley kicks his first goal. Carlton 10 goals, 5-65. North Melbourne 4 goals, 4-28. You're on Sevens big league, and the Carlton fans are very happy indeed.
3 goals, 2 to Carlton this term. North Melbourne, 1 solitary point. And that tells the story. It's Craig Bradley will tell you it is wet. But he's happy. He's having a big day here at Princes Park.
It's a big lead.
My word, it is in these conditions, Jack. 10-5 to 4-4. There's a ball up in the middle once again. The hurried kick was by Rowan Robertson. Gathered a little distance, however. Madden. Likewise, out wise towards centre wing. Larkin fisted away. Harms a chance. Pushed. Schimmelbusch is on his hammer. Blackwell under pressure. Back to Harms. He gets caught, and he should be pinged for holding the ball, but he's not. So Schimmelbusch persists. Tries to get it to Jonas. Cracker says, darn this, I'll kick it off the ground. Straight to Molly Meldrum. He overruns it. No one able to pick it up. Cracker in there once again. The handball comes out. But just as Paul Spargo was away, the whistle sounded, and we will see a ball up on North's 50-metre line. Just out of it. Well, Jonas is giving away about 1'6" from that ball up.
What's that in metric?
I don't know, Jack.
I just thought you may have had a clue. We're nearly 13 minutes into the second term.
No idea. Oh, dear.
The ball put in the air with McDonald doing the ruck work. Can't quite get the tap. It's on the turf with Robertson trying to get it out. Taken by Meldrum. The little kick comes away toward Bradley. Looking for a free kick down there as a North Melbourne player. And he will be paid as Steele.
He knew he did it, Bradley.
So Steele on the wing position. Who's he going for now? Fairley's leading away from the full forward position, but the kicks won't travel far now. The ball very heavy. In front was Dorotich, picking up his Blackwell. Schimmelbusch is there, trying to get the ball away from that forward pocket position. In there also was Norman of North Melbourne. They can't get them out, and the umpire will have to bounce. You're in the forward pocket of North Melbourne, only 30 metres out from their goal, but very tight to the boundary. North Melbourne trailing Carlton. Carlton 10-5, 65. North Melbourne 4-4, 28. Sevens big lead.
And straight out of bounds again, Jack. Right on the 50-metre line. So another throw-in to take place. Main goal scorers in the game so far. Steve Kernahan has 4 for Carlton. Peter Kenny has 2. And as far as North are concerned, it's all singles. Madden wins it, but through the arms of Blackwell. Taken by Larkin. Straight to Harms. A hurried high kick. Smith will be first to it if he can get a favourable bounce. Snares it nicely. Gets round 1, 2. Can't take it the second time, so gives it to Glenn Dinning. Rhys Jones now. Will he get away? Booted out of his hands by German. Rhys Jones still going. And the Carlton fans say, why don't you give him a free kick? But he doesn't get a lot. Well, they've lost that one too.
That wasn't one either. That was a little bit of acting. A little bit of acting by David Dwyer. They're going short now, playing a short game. Oh, Atkins dropped the easy mark. North Melbourne not playing well. Johnson's hand pass, not a good one. Glenn Dennings trying to do something. And a chance for Smith. The crowd are calling for holding the ball. Blackwell breaks away. He's tackled by Jimmy Cracker. Could have been in the back. It's shovelled out by Dwyer, but he can't take advantage of his own work, and the umpire will come in and bounce. The last thing you need in a game such as this, where the rain is tumbling down and the ground is heavy, is a packed game of football. You don't want field bounces.
And Jack, I just wonder how many of the Carlton supporters are in their local choirs, because when they say ball in unison, it sounds quite magnificent.
It does sound very nice, doesn't it? I'm not too sure who they're talking to. Jonas got a little bit of heavy work into McClure now, picking up, going goalward. Carlton seem to be able to go goalward very easily, where North Melbourne get to the half-forward zone and just run into a brick wall. So it's across the half-forward line that Carlton are dominating this game. Carlton 10-6-66, North Melbourne 4-4-28. Sevens big league from Princes Park in a very wet venue.
Ackley brings it out. A poor kick straight to McClure. So Sellers goes short, and there's some loose checking going on by North Melbourne now.
Who goes short?
McClure, Sellers McClure.
Sellers.
That's his nickname, Jack.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Bernie Evans has it. Yes, he's affectionately known as Sellers. Evans tried to kick the leather off that, and it goes out of bounds on the full in the right forward pocket. 10-6 plays 4-4 on Sevens big league. 16 minutes gone, second term, and Carlton at the moment controlling the game. So it'll be Ackley with a drop punt to the outer side of the ground once again. That's where the pack is. Bradley waits at the back, tries to get it to Reece Jones. He pushes it wide. No one able to get it away effectively. Eventually the kick comes forward, down towards Dorotich. Couldn't snare it on the half volley. Attempts a soccer off the ground, but was heavily met. Lyle in there trying hard, can't pick it up. Meldrum, a chance, he's clear. Well done, Molly, and he has a bounce in these wet conditions across to Peter Road. Road from the centre of the ground, puts it out wide. He's putting Kernahan under pressure because it'll bounce over the line. And we'll see a throw in some 50 metres around from the Carlton scoring zone.
But a great lead by Carlton over North Melbourne. 6-2 is the lead. Enjoyed by Carlton, and the time clock showing only 17 minutes gone, the second term on Sevens big league from Princes Park. The ball at the back of the pack, taken away by Matthew Larkin, coming in toward the centre of the ground and straight toward Dorotich, and he's dropped the easy mark. I was just about to say would take the easy mark. Spargo doing battle for North on the ground there, but very hard to control.
Jack's North disposal in the wet leaves a little to be desired.
It leaves a lot to be desired, Sandy. They're not using the ball very well at all. Now here comes Jimmy Buckley. The fans enjoy this. Blackwell leaves the ground, and the applause you hear is for Jimmy Buckley coming on for Carlton at the round about the 18-minute mark of the second term. But play continues, and the ball socket off the ground. Hand pass comes away from German. Here's a chance for Ackley to get it out further. Meldrum's a favourite here. He's backed up by Harms. Little Jimmy Cracker's going to do the work for North Melbourne, but he gets a bit late on the scene. A little kick comes back to Madden. He allows the mark to be taken by Burke. Burke on half-back will look down towards Buckley. Well, Willie, he's going to the half-forward zone. He's looking for the big timber. They fly high. Bradley taps it further afield. Robertson gives chase. Glendenning stretches out. Robertson with the ball in front of him. Did it well, too, to get it away from Glendenning, but it's socket over the boundary line. We'll see a throw-in taking place on Carlton's half-forward, flank forward pocket position, but Carlton in attack still. 10-6 playing 4-4. North want goals, but can't get them.
From the throw-in, Larkin tries to go through. Can't get a free kick, and another ball up to take place. The rain momentarily clearing. Almost 19 minutes played. 10-6 plays 4-4, favouring the Blues. We would have gone into this game a marginal favourite. McCann's kick is high, wide, and anything but handsome. It thumps into a couple of umbrellas, out of bounds on the full. And Tommy Allen will bring it back into play, just forward of centre wing. And they've had a number of good players, the Blues. Craig Bradley saying, go long, Mr. Alvin. And so he floats one to the half-forward line. He was looking for McClure, who's on the ground now. No one able to get it clear, and the umpire has no alternative but to come in and have a bounce. What, Jack, can North do to get back into this game?
Well, they have to bolster up something across their half-back line to try and get the ball up to their half-forward zone. You look down there now, there's no one home for them. They're not using the ball at all, as we've said many times. Their delivery is bad, and they just can't get it up to their half-forward zone. They're not handling the conditions. The ball on the turf, that could have been a high tackle. The umpire hasn't paid accordingly. German couldn't get a free kick out of that. Here's another chance for Johnston. The left foot kick comes raking around toward goal. but defence on this occasion by McCann. And a shocking hand pass to Ackley. The ball will go out of bounds. It's a bad disposal. North are just not handling the ball. Not handling it well, anyhow.
Here's the throw in. Left forward pocket.
Blackwood may be going into the wings retreat.
Yes, he's running around in front of us now, which is the applause you can hear as Johnston picks it up, has a hurried snap in towards the forward line. Ross Smith is there, so too is Glendinning. Kenny, but I reckon he's watched it sail through for a goal. He has. McClure at the bottom of the pack has kicked it, and only Sellers could jag those. So Carlton moved to 11-6. They're running all over North. 4-4 on Sevens, Big League.
Well, it's hard to know what advice you could give. I know that they couldn't hear it anyhow, but North Melbourne trailing Carlton by 7-2. They've only kicked 4-4, so it makes you think that the job is pretty big that they have in front of them. You can't see them doing much about this. Carlton doing much better. McClure on screen, but the big bounce or the throw-up has taken place in the centre. Jimmy Cracker's not doing a thing today for North Melbourne, where everyone thought the Cracker brothers could bewilder Carlton. They haven't done that. The range bewildered North Melbourne, I think. The kick comes up to the half-forward zone. Here's a chance for North Melbourne. Into the opening goal it travels. Spargo puts it on its way, but he's off target, or has he got it? No, he's got it. And boy, did North Melbourne need that. He kicks his second goal, and that's North Melbourne's first goal since quarter time. They've kicked 1-1 now in the second term, and we've taken 21 and a half minutes to do that. Carlton 11-6, 72. North Melbourne 5-4, 34 on Sevens Big League.
A long time between drinks for North Melbourne.
They'll dehydrate if it takes them that long for their next one.
11-6 to 5-4. Didn't know you were a comic, Jack. Here's the ball up in the middle. They won't try bouncing anymore today. Marcoux, socket off the ground by Larkin, down to the half-forward line. No one able to take it clear. Robertson went bursting through. Evans waited outside. It didn't come out. And another bounce. Now North making another change, leaving the ground. Not on camera is Rick Norman. And it'll be Mark Lyle coming back on. Atkins. Schimmelbusch the target. Out of bounds. Centre wing. The ball just skidding away, but Carlton are playing this wet weather game a little better than North at the moment.
They opened up the break in the first term, kicking 7-4 to North's 4-3. That put the North in a lot of trouble.
Yep. Bradley at the bottom of the pack. So too was Cracker. Played by Atkins. Towards the middle, Spargo the target, but Meldrum and Rhys Jones. Oh, Rhys dropped it. Sat in the mud, then he said, I better go and get it. So he socketed off the ground. Likewise McCann, out in front of German. Still going is Rhys Jones. This will be a great duel. And well done, Rhys Jones.
My word, that was very well done.
Well played. He goes short. Marcoux just on the attack side of centre to set Carlton into attack. But great football then by David Rhys Jones. Into a pretty congested half-forward line. It's thumped down. Kernahan comes out, so too did Steele. And eventually North get out of strife. Down towards centre wing. The kick coming from Larkin. And in turn, it'll be Rhys Jones again.
Doing quite well, Rhys Jones.
He is today, isn't he?
Yes, that passage of play before was great. He had about 3 or 4 attempts to lose it and eventually did retain possession. But it's on the half-forward flank for Carlton on the outer side where the fumbling's taking place at present. The ground very heavy. The rain has left us momentarily, but it's done its damage. It's ruined the surface for the afternoon's play, giving Carlton a great opportunity now to take the game out. They're leading by 6-2 over North Melbourne. As the ball is thrown up, Jimmy Buckley got the first touch in that case. Now Jim Cracker got a hand pass to McCann. I suppose one of his few touches. Up towards Fairley, who flew in the back. Taken here by Burke. His hand pass comes out. Marcoux gets it moving in toward the forward pocket area. It's been thumped away and taken by Glendinning. He's in all sorts of bother. The hand pass come away. The umpire blew the whistle, and it will be Carlton's free kick. And the free kick will be taken by Mark McClure. Now he's out over 50 metres from where he'll kick. He's not going to try and kick the goal. He's coming into the half-forward zone. He's looked for a short pass but can't find a teammate. Could have been a free kick Shimmer's way. Alvin not too happy, but Wayne Schimmelbusch will take the free kick. North Melbourne needs some goals, and they need them more than quickly. It's up to the half-forward zone, or nearly to the wing position it's on now. Meldrum comes out, tries to control the football. keeps it in play. Now he gives it out towards Dorotich. He put the head down, the rest up, and went straight through.
Got hurt
Something off the ground, in toward the forward or the half-forward flank. Evans there, might let it run out of bounds. He tries to keep it in play. Sucking around the boundary once again, taken by Burke. The left foot kick is sent it up. A good shot toward goal. It could even go through. Hit the post. What a beautiful shot off the left foot. A magnificent effort, but only 1 point resulting. Carlton 11-7, North 5-4, and Dorotich in the hands of the trainers has now recovered, and it will go back and take up the half-back position. 73 playing 34, Carlton leading.
25.5 minutes played as McCann brings the ball back into play. Alvin from behind affects the spoil.
Oops.
Peter Road waiting down. Robertson tried to get a boot away but couldn't do so, and we'll see another bounce.
Very disappointing for the North Melbourne people and the football public in general, Sandy, this effort by North Melbourne this afternoon.
Yes, 39 points the margin, although dare we say it, the weather could be clearing. Steele couldn't take it. No one can. Or eventually it comes out towards Alvin from Bradley. Looking for McClure, waiting down is James Buckley. Can't get close to it as Dwyer picks it up, gets a hurried kick. Down towards the half-back flank once again. Robertson is there for Carlton. The pack's quick to develop, it goes over the line. And another throw-in to take place.
You wouldn't be worried about any wind advantage, would you, this afternoon? The flag's hanging straight down the mast, no breeze at all, just the rain has done the damage and will certainly put a damper on the whole thing. Here's a little phrase. Marcoux in there, tries to hook it out, can't do so. Eventually comes out the Jim Cracker, who gets it in toward the centre, but can't find a teammate who can take it cleanly. Dorotich barges through. His hand pass, not to anyone in particular, tapped out by Melbourne to Bradley. He goes in toward the full forward zone. A chance for Glendenning at the back of the pack to take the pressure off North Melbourne's defence, and they've had plenty. It's up towards Steele, and Johnson's there to take the mark for Carlton.
Too strong at the moment, but I think it's going to be a free kick against them.
Wasn't
illegal shepherding.
Wasn't against Johnston.
No, it was against McClure, I think.
Steele with the ball for North Melbourne in the half-back position. On the flank, the members' side, the kick's not travelling far now. They'll fly high, no mark will be taken, no. Picked up by Schimmelbusch, nowhere to go. A chance for Harms to get a hand pass back to Bradley. No, he changes his mind and goes toward Rhys Jones. He takes the mark, plays on with a short pass out to Meldrum. All by himself in the moonlight out there is Paul Meldrum. No, he's not yet, because closing the gap out there. That's would have been a free kick his way. The umpire calls play on because Carlton were really in possession of the ball. Comes in toward McClure. He can't get to the flight of it. McCann's there for North Melbourne. His hand pass comes back out. Hurried up, looked like Steele got the little kick in. It's on the half-back zone, picked up and shot in by Buckley. And to take the mark down there is Donald McDonald for North Melbourne. He goes out wide to Schimmelbusch.
And clears.
Oops.
Schimmelbusch, you're right, Jack. Oops. Oh, he's got a great kick for a foot. I reckon he was halfway over the line. Well, listen to the fans. Mind you, we are in the Carlton area and we should be careful. As John Elliott said today, they're the blue-collar workers. It's brought a bit of a laugh. So a double throw-in. Carlton in command. North trying desperately to get back into the game. Madden in front, wins it with a left thump. Atkins too slow. He's given the opportunity. Larkin's high kick. Rhys Jones from the back to spoil. Trying to force his way through as Robertson to Cracker, nicely onto Fairley, almost caught Fairley unawares. Siren! Oh, but he's got a kick, I think. And no score. The siren has sounded. It went through from behind anyway, but no score at half-time. Carlton are 11-7, North Melbourne are 5-4 on Seven's big lead.
You want to be a real footballer? I've been a real footballer. You've got to look like a real footballer. You've got to go for the mark. The VFL mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark.
Go for the VFL mark at leading stores. Real footy gear, real footy accessories, real footy supporters gear too, in all club colours and badges. Go for the mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark. Go for the VFL mark at leading stores.
39 points the difference as we go into the third term, and North John Kennedy has rung in the changes. McCann comes to mind as he goes onto the ball, but straight to Jimmy Buckley, used as an interchange player, but back in business again, much to the delight of Carlton fans as we see Ross Glendenning mark at half-back. Glendinning kicking out towards the wing, and a strong mark taken there by Wayne Schimmelbusch. Well, North have got to do something. They've got to salvage some pride in this third term, because they're looking abysmal on the scoreboard at the moment. Cracker hasn't had a touch, and the mark is paid to Madden. Never one to want to kick. Gives it straight to Wayne Harms, who puts it to John Dorotich. Cracker is back there with him. Trying to thump it clear was Rick Norman. Heavy body work going on there. The umpire allowing play to go on. No one can pick it up. Eventually Dorotich scoops it out the back door, past Bradley, past Marcoux, but Marcoux uses the body. Pushing it wide as Atkins has possession now, goes in towards the pocket looking for Jonas. Can't snare it cleanly. It goes over the line and a throw in to take place. Well, Jack, your boys have got to do something, don't they, to get some sort of pride on some sort of score on that
Yes,
ball.
they do, Sandy. 39 points at half-time's a bad score. To be 39 behind Carlton. Carlton got away to a good break in the first term after kicking 7-4 to North Melbourne's 4-3. Now, North Melbourne have a chance to get something on the scoreboard. Now it's on the outer side, 15 metres out from goal. We're going to see the shot at goal taken by Peter German. He's a long way out from goal. The ball will be fairly heavy, although not as heavy as it would have been earlier. The rain stopped at half-time, then started again as the players came out in the race. It's a good-looking shot towards goal from here, but we're not down that end. It's only one behind. German missing that shot. North Melbourne moving to 5-5, 35 points. Carlton 11-7, 73 points. Now, from this half-back position, the players break away and they stream up ground as Doull's about to kick in. It's under dry conditions. They've changed the tactic now. They've gone out toward Meldrum. Oh, it could get out of bounds without being touched. North Melbourne free kick from behind. It will be paid to North Melbourne and will be taken by Spargo on the half-forward flank.
Yes, using a new football that certainly had plenty of distance, as Spargo runs round the man on the mark, goes in towards full forward, but Madden is there once again. The big fella does it well, down towards Peter Road, can't pick it up, tries to scoop it clear, does so effectively now. The hurried kick was by Burke, but badly directed, and we will see a chance once again for North Melbourne to go into attack through Matthew Larkin.
Be a good kick from there, 50 metres out from goal. Larkin puts it on its way. It's right up toward Big Madden again. There's no counter for this big fellow. Schimmelbusch saying he was pushed in the back by Madden and going crook too. Now the umpire having a few words to say to Schimmelbusch about the incident, but Madden will take the free kick. Oh, he had the mark, not the free kick. Schimmelbusch still going crook. The umpire trying to drag the man on the mark back to give Madden room from which to kick.
Done it again, Jack. They've got to go back again.
Yeah, this is a sort of a time-wasting thing, this.
Actually, did you have that game last week where Madden, he's an absolute clown, but he had a
Got
shot.
that goal?
Yeah.
Yes, I had that one.
I was talking to Robert Walls about it. He said, I knew what he was trying to do as soon as he started.
Well, he got through it eventually and did it very well. There's Doull flying for the mark, but couldn't hold it. Burke can't get a hand pass away cleanly. Bursting through is Jimmy Buckley. The crowd love him, but the kick isn't that good, but finds Johnston.
Beautiful pass,
That was a beautiful pass.
So the dominator. Oh, Meldrum short across half forward. He's got Bradley loose as well, and he takes the mark.
A very short game. It's taken 3 kicks to get about 30 metres.
Craig Bradley, former Port Adelaide wingman.
McClure is the lead he's looking for.
In towards McClure, used the body. At the back, Bernie Evans. No one in the square, and it will just wobble right across the face of goal to go out of bounds in the left forward pocket.
Carlton have not scored since half-time, but the third quarter's only 4 minutes old. North Melbourne were 5-4, they're now 5-5. Only one behind being scored in this third term on Sevens big lead.
Here's the throw in again. Kernahan tried to pluck it out of the air, couldn't do so. Tapped wide by Dwyer across the face of goal. A chance for Larkin to clear for North Melbourne. Johnston can't claim him. Larkin gets a hurried kick. Rhys Jones from behind. Couldn't take the mark. Spargo is there, but he's under pressure. Cracker. He's had very few possessions. That was possession number 5, 6 that was. Can't get clear. We'll finish with Spargo. Now he's right, but their disposal has been atrocious. Looking for Jonas, puts him under pressure because the ball travelled along the ground, and Carlton threw Rowan Burke and Bruce Doull out of trouble. Dwyer gets a bad bounce, can't pick it up. It's very messy football at the moment. Larkin solidly met by Johnson, pushed in towards the middle. Steele loses it. Jimmy Buckley soccers off the ground sensibly down towards the half-forward line. Glendinning, a handball into the space. Ackley can't pick it up. McClure tries to soccer off the ground. Glendinning caught again. and eventually, surely the umpire will ball it up.
No, he won't.
You're right, he won't. Jimmy Buckley farms it out to Johnston. He gets pushed, and now the umpire, much to the irony of this big crowd, decides I'll ball it up, and still he can smile.
Well, maybe he lost the P out the whistle. I'm not too sure on that one. 50 metres out from Carlton's goal. The ball thrown in the air as Kernahan does the ruck work. It's tapped down. Fairly kicks it along the ground, but straight to Rhys Jones. He gets around on the left foot, looks for Kernahan. He goes up high. No, it's not Kernahan who was looking for at all. It was Kenny. Kenny came out in front of Ian Law, and now will go for his third goal. He's only 25 metres out from goal. As I said in the first term, Carlton seem to be able to get their goals much easier than North Melbourne. North get it down there and struggle for a goal occasionally. Carlton get it forward and seem to be able to convert very easily. So Kenny going for his third goal. A good kick too, he is. Yes, no exception. That's his third goal. So through Kenny, Carlton get their 12th goal. 1 dozen up for the Blues. 12 goals, 7, 79. 3 goals to Kenny. North Melbourne 5-5, 35 on 7's big lead.
Main goal scorer on the ground is Steve Kernahan of Carlton with 4 after that purple patch in the first term when he booted 3. And as Jack said, Peter Kenny 3. Then all singles to the remainder, whilst for North Melbourne, Spargo is their main contributor with 2. Here's a ball up. Madden under no pressure. German applying it to Buckley, to Marcoux, and he gets the free kick. So Peter German from the middle of the ground. Straight down the middle.
Madden again.
Yep, couldn't take the mark this time. Spargo looks to get it across to Jonas, into the open goal. Holt, and he puts one through. Much needed goal for the Northerners. John Holt kicks his first, and it is North Melbourne's 6th. 6-5, 41, trailing Carlton 12-7, 79 on 7's big lead.
Well, North Melbourne need as many on the board again as they have already without Carlton scoring. Now, if that's possible, well, it's going to be a great victory. Can't actually see it happening. On screen is Johnny Holt and the evergreen Bruce Dool. Holt getting that goal for North Melbourne, bringing up their 6th goal, but North still trailing by 6 goals too, so it's a rather formidable task which they face this afternoon.
There's a ball up in the middle again. McCann wins it this time, but straight to Buckley, who gets a hurried kick. It passes Bradley, so too Dwyer. Back up support from Ross Smith, a high kick to the half-forward line. Harms can't take it on the first grab. Schimmelbusch tries to push it clear. Dool is out of it. Meldrum still pushing it wide. Alban held whilst not in possession. Jonas gets it out to Cracker. And one of his few kicks for the day. He finds John Holt, but he's a left footer, is John Holt. Goes short, and it's effective.
That's good thinking by Holt. He was wrong-footed on that shot to the boundary line, off the boundary line there. So he shot it in toward Peter German, who took the mark, and he's only about 40 metres out from goal. He's going for his first goal, and North Melbourne's 7th goal, and it would be an understatement to say that North need it. Oh, won't get it that way. A shocking attempt to goal from a league footballer. Didn't have any chance from the way he lined himself up, and only 1 behind. Carlton 12-7, 79. North Melbourne 6-6, 42. You're on 7's big league, and North aren't going too well.
Approaching the 9-minute mark, Jack. Steele from the back of the pack. Across to Cracker.
That's a goal.
Phil isn't playing, and Jimmy says, right, it's time we started. Here we go. 7-6 plays 12-7. Will that power them onto the scoreboard? Time will tell. But I think Jimmy's missing Phil today, Jack.
Well, he's certainly missing something. He hasn't had many possessions, Kev. What's his tally so far in this game? He's only had 4 kicks and he's had 5 hand passes. So only 9 possessions in over half a game of football, and that's not the Jim Cracker we normally see.
Back in the middle once again. 9.5 minutes played. The all-important third term. McCann wins it, and he's been doing pretty well since coming onto the ball. Trying to get it out is Peter German. Now, can they revive? Down towards full forward. Dool thumps it clear. Waiting down is Rhys Jones.
He's had a picnic.
He's had an absolute picnic. Finds Robertson. He goes up towards centre wing. Here's another one who's had a picnic. Bradley's like sleight of hand with his hand pass. Down towards the forward pocket. Marcoux smothered. And an easy mark taken by Ross Glendenning.
Glendenning on the half-back line. Nearly the back pocket for North Melbourne. Looking down the flank. Hopeful that someone can take the mark and drive North Melbourne forward. but not going to be easy to do because Dorotic is there for Carlton. He comes short into Harms in the centre. Harms looking for someone at half forward. The lead's by McClure. The ball will skip away from him. It's running away from McClure toward the boundary line. He's got enough pace to get away from the opposition. That doesn't say much for Fairley. The ball on the turf now up toward the half-forward zone for Carlton. A chance for Law. He can't accept it. Now it's Larkin's turn for North Melbourne. Very slippery conditions. Law takes the hand pass from Larkin. It's a high one. One for the Rovers. If anyone stays down, they'll grab it. Grab the crumb. Burke's caught. Had it too long for mine. The umpire calls play on. The kick nearly smothered. Dwyer comes on the scene. Can't pick up the greasy ball. Suckers off the ground to Burke. Burke's hand pass comes in. Rhys Jones can't take it cleanly. Rough and tumble on the wing position, and the umpire will take the bounce. 12-7 playing 7-6. Carlton leading North Melbourne. 11 minutes coming up in the third term at Princes Park.
All up, centre wing. Madden and McCann. McCann to Cracker. Kick number 5 to the half-forward line, but again, no one home, and John Dorotic hasn't had a lot to do, but what he's done with great ease. Now look at Bernie Evans out on the wing. He's got Craig Bradley with the handball. Thank you, says Craig. I'll tuck it under my arm and head for home. And he does, but he'll be off target and 1 point only.
Makes me wonder where the North Melbourne players are when Carlton can run that ball out of the back line as easily as they do. Dorotic, I can see it right here. Evans was leading to the other flank, to the wing position. No one in pursuit. And then he got it over to Bradley. Looked so easy. But Carlton 12-8, North Melbourne 7-6.
Glendinning's kick, dangerously short. And that could result in a goal. It does to Peter Road, and shocking play by North Melbourne. Peter Road kicks his first goal, and he would be saying to himself, how easy is this, mother? 13-8 plays 7-6 on Sevens Big League.
North had the chance to put a bit of pressure on Carlton. Just prior to that incident, Glendenning going short, a cardinal sin under wet conditions anyhow. The kick wasn't good because the ball was wet, couldn't be taken cleanly, and North Melbourne paid the price.
12.5 minutes played, third term. North holding the, Carlton holding the Northerners from the bounce. No one able to take it cleanly. Bradley sweeps it wide, taken by Cracker. A hurried kick to the half-forward line. Here is a chance. Can they get clear? No. Good tackling by Harms. And look at the way he follows it up. Shrugs 1, shrugs 2, shrugs 3. Played Harmsy as he's clear to the centre wing. Out wide, but Steele is in the way and in front of Bradley to take the mark.
Beautiful piece of work by Harms. Now Steele gives it over to Smith. Ross Smith drives North Melbourne forward. One for the high flyers, but Dool spoils the pack. Meldrum caught. The hand pass comes away, thrown by Dorotic. Taken by Dool, out wide to Johnson. If he gets on the left foot, he can drive Carlton right forward. He's going to do just that. He drives it up toward the full forward zone. Fairley and McClure. In there is Kenny, picked up by Fairley. The kick not good. If it was a kick, it's on the turf underneath a pack of players. Socket out by Johnson. A charge for Marku. He's only 20 metres out from goal. He went for the soccer shot, couldn't make contact. Kernahan can't make much contact either. A chance for Kernahan again. Taken away by Glendenning. It's a chance for Schimmelbusch up there. Should hand pass to Cracker. Can't find him. Schimmelbusch by himself drives forward. The half-forward line for North Melbourne. Play continues. Jimmy Cracker stands his ground. Can't get it out. The Carlton defence relieves toward the wing position. And it's out of bounds, so the pressure's off once again.
86 plays 48.
Rained again.
It's nothing new, Jack. 14 minutes played, third term. Madden does the leading, wins the tap. Waiting down in front, Rowan Burke. Hurriedly back towards centre wing. Steele is there. Kernahan late on the scene and too high. Gives away the free kick. So Darren Steele propelling North into attack. Dorotic stands his ground, couldn't quite take the mark. Dools' hurried kick was smothered. Harms soccers off the ground. Once again, straight out to his teammate in Shane Robertson. He goes wider and off the boot, was it?
No, evidently not.
Reese had conned them anyway.
I wasn't too sure about that one. I was very close to the boot. But a boundary throw in North Melbourne's half-forward flank member's side. Big Madden taps it down. German looked for the free kick. Robertson's there, can't get it out. Here's a chance for North now. Melbourne now picked up by North. Too slow to get delivery away, and the ball over the boundary line and Larkin the last to touch it, but a good piece of defensive work by Bernie Evans of Carlton.
Good team performance by Carlton,
They're
isn't it,
doing
Jack?
very well at the expense of North Melbourne. The ball tapped to the back of the pack. Jimmy Cracker can't control it. Harms is in there. Cracker's hand pass, a good one. German shot to left footer in towards goal, and no mark up there at all. Good try by Holt, but Dools there. Hand pass comes away, relieving the pressure to Meldrum. Meldrum balks around the opposition, makes it look so easy. Gets it up toward the wing position on the outer side. Jimmy Buckley can't take it. He follows through though. Here comes Atkins. He can't control it. Could have been a free kick that way to North Melbourne. No, says the umpire. Chance for Buckley once again. Shiverbush doesn't know. Here comes Cracker. He can't get it out either. It's on the turf. Picked up by Larkin. Hand pass Jim Cracker. He goes goal with not a good looking kick. And straight to Madden, who drops the mark but controls the ball very cleverly indeed.
And with a long kick, clears it out towards Meldrum on the half-back line. He's under plenty of pressure from Spargo, and the ball eventually over the line, and another throw-in to take place. But North at the moment unable to make any inroads into this great margin. Madden again from behind. The hurried kick by German to the half-forward line. No one home, and John Dorotich, who's really coming into his own now, takes the mark, gives it across to Molly. He goes wide, Bradley too wide, and out of bounds on the full. He's had a field day, Craig Bradley too.
Yes, he's done quite well. Quite a few of the Carlton players have
Quite well. He's had 20 possessions.
quite well, right?
He's done quite well.
Steele now to the half-forward zone. Up goes McDonald, can't take the mark. Dorotich just about threw that to Robertson. Robertson got the kick up toward the flank position. Took it off the ground once again, and straight down it goes. North Melbourne about to come back into attack. It's an Atkins over there on the wing position, outer side, looking for a teammate. Kicking nearly to Harms, and I think it may have gone out on the full. Now the umpire has not, yes he has ruled that way. Bruce Dool or Harms will take the free kick. Wayne Harms should come in toward the centre position more than the flank, but he's going around the flank, possibly under instruction. They have a good lead, Carlton. He went for Madden. Burke can't take it. Comes out the back of the pack. Kenny can't get it out either. Got out by Evans up toward the half-forward zone. Marcoux went in rather heavily. Picked up by Glendenning. The kicker left footer. Round toward the flank. Albin can't take the mark. At the back it comes toward Jimmy Cracker. Tries to control it. Gets it out to Larkin. Larkin's long hand pass in toward McDonald, who was tackled too high and taken by Jonas. A hand pass into the forward pocket position. Was that Steele going forward? And the mark taken right on the goal line by Meldrum.
Can't win a trick at the moment, Jack.
No.
Not a trick. Meldrum on the last line of defence, and I mean that quite literally. Well, we've got one of this incredible rules that the umpires persist with here, and all it does is frustrate crowds.
They should be reported for time wasting, the umpires, really, doing this.
It's ludicrous. Now, why doesn't he pull him back now and say, why don't you kick over the mark? Dorotich is clear. Gets a hurried kick. Johnston the target. Johnston he finds. Straight onto Marcoux. This is danger for North Melbourne. Out comes Kenny. At the back. With him there was Evans. Repelled by Smith. A high kick back towards the centre. Jonas tries to tap it on towards Cracker. He can't do anything with it yet. But he's a magician once he gets going. Dorotich taps it wide. Meldrum bumped off the football, but still trying to gain possession. Still pushing it forward. Played Molly Meldrum as he's clear and gets his kick to half forward. Kenny beaten on this occasion and fairly takes the mark. Onto the left foot to his skipper in Wayne Schimmelbusch. A late tackle there, but it doesn't matter because he was well clear. Gives it across to McCann. McCann goes in towards the pocket. Again, very poor disposal, and Jonas sees it go over the line in front of this pretty big crowd here at Princes Park.
Yes, they're packed in down the outer end there. A lot of North Melbourne supporters down there, of course, not enjoying much what they're seeing on the scoreboard. 86 playing 48, but North Melbourne in attack. And the forward pocket position at present, Jimmy Cracker tried to hook it in. Rhys Jones took it out. Nearly out of bounds. The umpire has indicated that. We'll see a throw-in taking place on North Melbourne's half-forward flank. 13 goals 8, playing 7 goals 6. Carlton leading North Melbourne with the time clock ticking around toward the 20-minute mark of the third term.
And your lunchtime prediction not looking too good.
No, it's not looking very good at all, but who knows?
Mind you, nor is mine.
Jimmy Cracker went for the flying kick. I think he made contact with Madden on that occasion, accidentally. I'm not too sure. Madden did appear to suffer some injury there, and yes, he has. But the bounce will take place about 40 metres out from the North Melbourne goal. It's in their forward pocket position, just in off the boundary line. Who can get this one away? Jimmy Cracker. Can he kick a goal, though? He's a long way out with a wet ball. Comes thumped down, a chance for Spargo. He goes goalward. And North Melbourne kick another goal, and they need some more. Carlton 13-8. Spargo has kicked 3 of North's goals. North Melbourne 8 goals, 6-54. 86 playing 54 on Sevens, big lead in the third term.
32 points the margin. That's the closest it's been for some time. Just over 20 minutes played in this third quarter. Spargo, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and now that one, maintaining his consistency. But they want a couple more before siren. In fact, they'd like 3 more before siren time to make a go of it in the final term.
Try 5.
Well, Carlton answered the challenge. Kenny dropped what he should have taken, was under no pressure, and Glendinning clears gallantly.
McCann's done his back to where he's injured himself out there. McCann
Can't move.
He can hardly move.
He doesn't know what's going on.
No, Stephen McCann has suffered a bad injury out there. Harms going crook as Jimmy Cracker picks up the free kick. Bruce Dool out in front. A chance for North Melbourne.
Another one.
Johnny Holt won't miss this one. He puts it through for North Melbourne. North Melbourne coming back in the third term against Carlton. Carlton 13-8-86. North Melbourne 9-6, 60 points on Sevens big league.
John Holt has 2 goals, but McCann is the man we should be looking at because he is in terrible strife in the centre.
I wouldn't be surprised if he struck a nerve out there because he didn't seem to be able to move anything at all.
He looked in a total daze, but anyway, he shrugged off the trainers and said, hang on, we could be in with a chance here. Well, he's going to go for this tap out.
No, he's not.
No, can't
Whistle
move.
sounds.
Oh, there's a free kick out of the centre and it's going to Carlton. So there's the kick down towards Kernahan, fisted down by Glendinning. No one able to take it. North have suddenly come alight with 2 quick goals. So they're going to have to stop Carlton here.
North still trail by 26 points against Carlton, 22 minutes into the third term. Sevens big league from Princes Park. The rain has eased, but Carlton's pressure hasn't. Up they fly, tapped down and taken by Marcoux. MacDonald got the tap, but Marcoux kicks high. Kenny's underneath the ball. Lord tries to tap it away. Johnson's right foot kick will drop short. Jimmy Cracker won't get to it, and we'll see the ball out of bounds.
Now, why are they booing Jimmy?
I don't know that they're booing Jimmy.
Well, who are they booing?
Well,
you?
I'm damned if I know who they're booing. They're just booing for something to do, I suppose. I don't know who they're booing. I wouldn't be surprised if they're booing the umpires.
Well, that could be right too. Kernahan couldn't take it, Jack, at the first attempt. He gets smothered.
Oh, it's a free kick.
McClure.
No goal, no goal.
Can't be. He just went in boots and all. And it's got to be a free kick before that. Talk about a thump. Matthew Larkin in the back pocket. North want another goal.
Oh, dear. Won't get him taken in that
German
way.
drops an easy one. Atkins lends support.
Leg.
He got leg. Jack, you're showing your bias. Quiet.
No, I'm just showing my knowledge of football.
Atkins. He's at centre wing. They want another goal as we're about to end a time on. They'll make a game of this yet, North Melbourne. Down towards the right half forward flank.
Holt, chance.
Here's a chance. He's a great left footer. He gets the handball away to Joe. He gets flattened. The kick. Smothered. I think it's going to be a free kick. It is.
I thought there could have been a North free kick. Hey, McCann still holding that right thigh too, Sandy. I noticed just there in that shot.
Tremendous pressure at the moment down in that North forward line. But it's Dool with a relieving free kick.
He puts it out wide, thumped out by the big fellow, given down to Burke. That was Madden I'm speaking of. Burke got the kick back toward the wing position. Steele sets himself, can't take the mark, looking for the free kick. Bradley says, I want a free kick. The umpire said, you're not getting one. It's a boundary throw-in taking place. We're coming to the 24-minute mark now. You're watching the third term on Sevens Big League from Princes Park, and a fair bit of interest in the game now. Ackley taps it out to Larkin. Larkin's left foot kick, not a good one. He gets down toward Reece Jones, who's playing so well. Oh, did he get hit? Did he get hit? Oh, no, I mean hit. Carlton allowed to play on under the advantage rule. The ball travels up to their half-forward zone. The cameras just don't know where to go. The ball's on nearly the wing position now for Carlton. Reece Jones in the hands of the trainers, and as I said, did he get hit?
I don't think he knows he's in the hands of the trainers at the moment. He copped a boomer.
This could warm up.
My word, it will. And another goal here, and don't tell me that North can't come home in the final term. There's a towering punt. Harms gets up high to try and affect the spoil from behind. Jonas goes in with strong body. Socket off the ground, back towards centre wing.
Nearly a free kick to McDonald, but
No
not
mark
paid.
taken, no. And the umpire will come in and have a bounce, and Reece Jones still in the hands of the trainers. He's up now. Mind you, Reece is like a piece of wire. You can bend him, but you won't break him. He's back in business.
Sort of.
Now, just exactly where am I? From the bounce. North want another goal. Law defending stoutly.
We've just gone into time on.
Thanks, Jack. Down towards Harms. He can't take the mark despite a valiant attempt. Alvin does well to come out the back door. And Kenny will take the mark.
Kenny, half-back flank, nearly wing position, out of side. The rain just starting again, the light rain falling. Carlton under a bit of pressure at present. Dwyer flew high, couldn't take it. Madden got a hand pass out and a big bump up the flank. Came up toward Marcoux. Marcoux to Robertson. Robertson in trouble. Is a chance there. Oh! Norman ran straight into Buckley. Buckley's free kick, I would think. Norman claiming the free kick, or is he? Whose is it?
It's got to be Buckley's.
I don't know. There's the umpire.
Got to be.
Norman trying to claim the free kick. It was one of those things that could have gone either way, I thought, but the umpires ruled in favour of Buckley. Pretty rough and tough out there, and down on the half-back line, there's a blue going on. There's a blue going on down there with Dorotich and what
Blue
have
on
you.
behind play.
And but up here on the Carlton forward line, Jimmy Buckley about to try and kick this goal, and someone else in the hands of the Carlton trainers out there. Just behind, you'll see as Buckley comes in to take the shot at goal. Someone in the hands of the Carlton trainers. Buckley goes goalward. He's put it through, and we'll try and bring you all the other relevant information. It's Robertson in the hands of the trainers at the Carlton end of the ground, and down the other end, Jimmy Cracker, Dorotich, and a few others in a bit of an altercation. So all has broken loose at Princes Park here on the Monday holiday. Not a holiday for some. Carlton 14-8-92, North Melbourne 9-6-60. You're on sevens. Interesting big league.
32 points the difference. Robertson's up and around the centre square again. He appears to be okay. Here's the centre bounce.
Oh,
now Jimmy says, I'll have a go at soccering off the ground. Didn't work. Pushed out wide. Steele towards the boundary line. And Meldrum is quite content to see it over the line.
2 minutes into time on.
I tell you what, Jack, it's going to be a fair dinkum final term. North have this habit of running on and playing from behind as they've done so often.
Conditions may be against them.
Well, they'll certainly give it a try anyway. And here's another throw.
14-8 playing 9-6, 92 playing 60. Carlton leading by 32 points, which is 5 goals, 2 in anyone's language. And we've been playing now 2.5 minutes of the time-on period in the third term. So the big league bringing you all the action from Princes Park. John Law putting North, I won't say forward, straight up in the air would have been the better terminology. He bursts through again and takes it with him. Get out of his way, they cry. Picked up by German. No one home for North. Doole's there for Carlton, and he will take the pressure off the Carlton defenders by going to the outer side with a good kick.
Been safe all day, out towards Dorotich. Clear. Steadies. Looks towards Bradley at centre wing.
Oh, he missed.
Well, whether he missed it or whether he didn't try and take it. Not take it. Anyway, it's gone straight through his arms and socket off the ground. They've still gained 30 metres. It's on their left half forward.
I think he was trying to say he tried to knock it on with his elbow. Now, that's a strange one. I've not seen that before, but maybe he's New South Australians and most unusual people.
We try that. And yes, we are unusual. From the throw-in, Steele. A gentle socker off the ground. Buckley gives chase. But up towards North's half-forward line, too late. There's the siren to end the third term here at Princes Park, but they're not out of it yet, North Melbourne. 14-8 Carlton, 9-6 North on Sevens Big League. North Melbourne trail by 32 points going into the final term. They only made up a 7-point leeway in the third term, so they've got the work ahead of them as Bradley gets it to Marcoux. He puts him under pressure, eventually loses it to Cracker, puts it out wide. Jonas waits for the bounce, and that was fatal because he's lost it to Burke, who puts it over his shoulder going back towards centre wing. No one can take the mark. Bradley again. Oh, he's a will-o'-the-wisp. He's been everywhere today. Up towards the right half-forward flank. Johnson was the target. Couldn't take it. Kenny's under pressure. Throws it out towards Robertson in the forward area. Still there. He bottles it up. But I think he's given away the free kick.
Couldn't quite see why, but he has given it.
It was a trip, I think, Jack.
North coming out of the defence up to the big Madden, who sets up position on the half-back line. He's been a bit of a body blow to North today, that big fellow.
And Jack, if North are going to get back into it, they want 2 quick goals, don't they?
Yes, by the time I stop talking they need them, but that won't possibly happen because North needed 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the final term to get back into the game. They're trailing by 32 points. They've only kicked 60 for the day, so the task is fairly difficult. Kernahan did the ruck work. It's been picked up by Ackley, who kicks back to the half-back flank, kicks straight to Madden. I suppose that's an easy way to get them. Madden puts it back to the goal square. Good kick too. Covers a lot of territory. Up towards the square it travels. Good roving there by Atkins, but he can't do a great deal with it. He was well tackled. Going back in there as Ackley hooked it out. Oh, Evans waiting for the ball to be hooked out to him. Could have been deemed a throw, but the umpire said not. We'll see a boundary throw-in taking place in Carlton's forward pocket position. Only about 45 metres out from goal. Carlton 14-8. North Melbourne 9-6, a big thump from the pack. Will just about find the boundary again. Off the knee of Marcoux, could have been nearly deemed to be out on the full, but the umpire has ruled differently. Boundary throw in again, 50 metres out from Carlton's goal. Marcoux awaits the crumb to come down. Kernahan will do the ruck work in there. Got the ball down, taken away by Glendinning. Puts it up to the wing position. Chimmerbush can't make it. Off the boot of Dorothy, runs toward the boundary line, and this will suit Carlton. They can keep the ball bottled up around the flank, and North won't have any chance at all of catching them. North still trail by 32 points to Carlton.
2 minutes gone, final term. Throw in once again. Madden. Road. A hurried high kick gathering little distance.
Nearly a mark.
And I think he's going to pay it to David Dwyer. He's been pretty quiet. Jonas in front takes it. Peter Jonas floating a flat-looking punt towards the half-forward line. Donald McDonald. He had an open forward line and he's now lost it. And an easy mark taken by Melbourne.
Yeah, Holt was telling Spargo to leave it, and Spargo left it, but Holt couldn't make it before Meldrum got the hands to it, so that was a fairly easy mark. Kernahan tries to tap it forward. A chance for Jonas, can't take it cleanly. Not the first time that's happened. The kick's a bad one, out of bounds on the full, favouring Carlton. So we see Carlton take the ball away from their half-back line, and will be kicked out by Peter Road. He'll keep the ball round the flank, I would imagine. That would be the instruction from the coach.
The kick from Road, as Jack said, towards the flank. Pushed wider towards the line, kept in Marcoux, but under pressure. And he's ripped over the line by David Dwyer. So another throw-in will take place. 92 plays 60. We've played 3.5 minutes of this final term. North desperately wanting goals.
No scorers yet for the final term on Sevens Big League. McCann doing the ruck work, taken by Marcoux. It's rebounding off the pack toward Larkin, taken by Ackley. He gets around Bradley. Kick by Ackley, not a good one. Favours Dorotitz. The ball pumped away toward Jimmy Cracker. Tapped out by Jonas. Nearly got legged on that occasion. North going forward now off the boot of Jonas toward Holt. Dumped away toward Marcoux. He's got the paddock. Marcoux got a big paddock to run in. Goes up toward Bradley. Bradley takes it, gives it out to Evans. Evans going goalward, puts it down to the open goal square. If it gets a good kick, it'll go through. I think it hit the post or just the wrong side of it. Only one behind. A very good attempt, though.
And how quick is Bradley?
He's pretty quick, all right. Very quick with the hands and the feet, too, to get the ball moving. And Evans just missing that shot at goal. McCann taking the ball and moving it out now. 93 playing 60. Carlton leading. A chance for Jimmy Cracker. The hand pass should have been to Larkin. It's a bit late. Larkin gets a hand pass over the top. A little kick comes around the corner towards Jonas. He can't take it. Taken by Atkins. Atkins gets it moving. That's Stool in the front berth. Then the mark will be paid to Bruce Stool. He may be old, but he's far from senile. He goes on.
Buckley, there's another one they love out here at Carlton, but he couldn't take the mark and you caught Jimmy. Gets a quick kick to Peter Road. Another high one up towards Kernahan, who doesn't try and mark. Thumps it over the back. McClure also tries to tap it forward. The tackle was too high on Bernie Evans, but no, the umpire's missed it, and he says play on. So Spargo has it on the flank. He goes short. German will take the mark ahead of Meldrum. Play straight on now. Here's an excellent chance for North to score as the shot goes in towards goal, and sadly through fairly across the face of goal, and 1 point only.
No, it wasn't fairly. I'm sorry,
it was Norman?
I told you it was fairly, but it was Norman coming in there. North needed a goal to try and get back into business, but couldn't do so. Dool puts it out wide. Jonas sets himself, taps it down for Jimmy Cracker. Cracker not moving as well as he normally does, beaten by Burke. Burke gets the ball toward the boundary line. It's over the line. Holt tried to soccer it back into play, but there's a metre over the line, and the umpire will now bring the ball in North Melbourne's forward pocket position. Only 20 metres out from North Melbourne's goal. North a chance to score. They are only 9 goals 7 to 14 goals 9. 93 playing 61. 32 points the difference. Marku gets a hand pass taken by Elvin. Elvin's kick around the boundary line, just inside the boundary line. Well judged. Another boundary throw-in taking place, this time on North Melbourne's half-forward flank. So Carlton defending from half-back can get this ball down and get it down toward their half-forward zone with one good kick. Big Madden coming on screen opposed to McCann.
6 minutes played. Final term. Madden wins it straight to Rowe. High towards centre wing, looking for Johnston. Has the run at the back. Oh, cleverly onto his teammate in Shane Robertson. Towards full forward. It's good play by Carlton. And this man has already kicked Peter Kenny 3 goals, 2 in the first, 1 in the third. And an excellent chance of putting this game beyond the reach of North Melbourne.
Doesn't get many credits, Kenny, but he's certainly a very good player. Peter Kenny coming in from only 30 metres out.
His drop punt sails straight through the middle. And the Northerners are now looking really down the barrel. As Kenny scores his 4th, he joins Steve Kernahan as Carlton's top scorer. And they move away to 15-9. 99, leading North 9-7-61 on 7's big lead.
Yes, disappointing day for North Melbourne here at Princes Park, but on screen you see Peter Kenny. 4 goals for Carlton out of a total of 15 goals. 9 has certainly done his job. Saw him play against Melbourne the other week and in a couple of minutes kicked a couple of goals. In fact, finished with 3 in the 1 quarter. Now it's a centre bounce, Princes Park, 7's big lead. Ball thrown in the air, Madden coming in. Beats McCann. Bradley gets a hand pass out, taken by Evans. They're going forward again, Carlton. Down to McClure. He takes the mark. Carlton is seemingly playing without opposition. The chains of hand passes from the centre. The
Great
ball moving.
play, Jack, isn't it? The
It
way
was good
Bradley
football.
just took it off the top.
Gave it out to Evans. He drove it downfield, and McClure coming out to take the easy. Well, it looked easy. They make it look easy the way they're playing. McClure going for his 2nd goal. Carlton 15-9-99. Will it be 16-9? Looks like it from here. Carlton 16 goals 9, 105 points. North Melbourne 9 goals 7, 61 on 7's big league, and North getting a hiding.
Mark McClure 2 goals, and Carlton looking the goods at the moment. Despite the wintry conditions, a high scoring performance by them. 16-9, 105. North 9-7, 61. 44-point margin. North ringing in the changes. Holt leaves the ground. Lyle about to come on. Here's the ball up in the middle, and again they take it away. Went past Bradley on this occasion. Chance for Atkins, a hurried kick. Alvin can't snare it with the one hand. He's under plenty of opposition from Matthew Larkin, and by the time they disentangle themselves, Matthew's not impressed. And so it'll be 15 metres. Albin's kick deep into the forward line. McClure was there. Madden also. An opportunity for Bernie Evans. He snaps at goal. There's another one. Oh, they're hot, Carlton. Bernie kicks his first, and the Blues are on the boil. 17-9 to 9-7 on 7's big lead.
Yes, North Melbourne appear to be powerless to do anything about this Carlton onslaught. In the first term, Carlton started with 7 goals 4, 46 points, and North Melbourne's 4 goals 3 for a lead of 19 points. Half-time saw Carlton lead by 39 points after kicking 4-3 in the second term.
Here's a ball up in the middle again. Can North stop this run? Through Evans, they try and soccer it forward. Cracker, could be free kick, and will be. Been a quiet day for Jim without Phil.
Good kick.
It's a beautiful torp, isn't it? To the half-forward line, but all Carlton waiting down. Dorotich picks it up. Heads out towards the wing. Ackley will be first to the football if he can keep it in play. He does. In towards Schimmelbusch in the pocket, and he takes the mark. Tucked in against the line, he centres it. Madden is there, so much height, and Dorotich with strength just beefs in from the side and says, thank you, it's mine. Clears from full back. Kernahan, one grab, couldn't take it. Dwyer waiting down. Back pedals, but here's the opportunity for Smith. A hurried left foot kick in towards full forward. Jonas does the shepherding work, and it hits the post. Cannot take a trick. One behind to North Melbourne. 9-8 plays 17-9. We've played just over 11 minutes of this final term.
Dill finds a teammate out there on the half-back flank, finding Burke. Burke looking in toward the centre of the ground. The leads are many. Evans making the lead. Jimmy Cracker chipped in. The ball's come toward Evans. Buckley's there. Buckley caught by Jimmy Cracker. Hand pass comes away toward Evans. Past him. McClure gets it out to Buckley again. Buckley trying to pick up. Has the ball taken away by Larkin. But coming on the scene now is a North Melbourne player in Spargo. Trying to play soccer with it. Caught Alvin, who was in possession. The ball on the turf. North look very frustrated at present the way they're playing football. Picked up by McClure. Looking for someone at half forward. He kicks in toward that position. A chance for Kernahan, but he can't get there before Glendenning. The ball underneath those two players. We'll see a bounce taking place about 30 metres out from the Carlton goal. Carlton 17-9, 1-1-1. North Melbourne 9 goals, 8, 62. You're on Sevens Big League. 12 minutes into the final term at Princes Park. In they come, the ruckman there. Kernahan got the tap down. Jimmy Buckley got the ball moving, and the mark taken by John Law in the full back position. Coming out across the ground now to the members' side. He travels, looking for somewhere to go. He kicks up long, straight to Peter Road of Carlton, who takes the mark on the half-forward flank. He swings back into action, goes into the centre of the ground, finds a teammate in Evans, who could have run further afield, but waited for the man to get on the mark. He's looking for a lead, I would think. He kicks to the man on the mark, recovers very well. And from the square, he drives right up to the goal square, right up to the full-back position, and the mark taken by Lyle of North Melbourne.
So Lyle on the last line of defence, but it's all Carlton at the moment.
Oh, what a shocker.
Thank you, Jack. Shocking kicks, but luckily it finds Ackley. He goes to the outer side of the ground, only to see Rhys Jones in possession if he can pick it up and get clear. He does. He lopes away, then goes into half forward, and the mark has been taken by Sellers McClure. No, it hasn't. Play on as Cracker tries to get clear. Goes with a hurried kick. Carlton fans are not happy. Kenny pushes it forward. Picked up by Robertson. A hurried high kick back in towards full forward. Alvin is there, but it drifts over the line, or does it? No, it is still in play. Still Alvin is there. They pounce upon it, and it is eventually shoved through, but I think the whistle may have sounded.
Yes, a bounce taking place, only 2 metres out from the Carlton goal. Carlton 1-1-1, playing North Melbourne 62 points on Sevens Big League. 13 and a half into the final term, and it's very, very dark here as the rain continues to come down.
You can relate to that 1-1-1, can't you, Jack?
That I can. That was my number of games in league football.
Yep,
kicked out by Glendenning, picked up by Dwyer. Gets away nicely, can't control the kick very well, gets up toward Rhys Jones. Chance for Jonas, he moves in toward the centre half forward position, but Dorotich again in the way. Can't take the mark though, taps it out for his teammates, well played. Another chance for Carlton to get the ball moving. Could have been a free kick to Road, I thought. Taken away by Dool. Dool sweats on it, gives it up towards a big fella in Madden. He can't take the mark, picked up Dwyer. The kick of North Melbourne's not very good, out toward Jonas. Could have been a free kick for holding the man, and that will be played against Rhys Jones on the wing position out of side.
So, against Rhys, Norman
it was.
To the half-forward line, and McCann, who really has been in strife since copping that injury. And we're not exactly sure what it was, but he hasn't been the same. To the forward line, Dorotich, again, too much strength, and this West Australian boy takes his 7th mark. He plays on and he gets caught, but he's got plenty of support. It'll be Wayne Harms who clears. Kernahan tries to tap it on, then has to go back and pick it up himself, but he can't get rid of it in time. Road, a hurried kick down towards centre wing. Larkin running with the football. Dwyer against it. And a niffy free kick going the way of Carlton.
I thought the wrong player went for that ball for North Melbourne. Dwyer coming toward goal should have been the one to have taken it, and Larkin should have been the one to do the shepherding, but they reversed the role. Larkin lucky to pick up the free kick. The kick by Larkin coming up toward McDonald, opposed to Dorotich. Neither can take the mark. Glendenning can't make contact, nor can Burke of Carlton. It's on the ground. Robertson gets bundled out of the way, comes out toward Meldrum and the boundary line. I think we'll see it finish there too, off the boot of Law. A boundary throw in on the wing position, members' side of the ground. With Carlton on 17 goals, 9, 111. North Melbourne on 9 goals, 8.62. You're on Sevens Big League at Princes Park, and we're getting towards the 16-minute mark of the final term.
From the throw-in, Johnston couldn't take it. A hurried kick by Burke. Finds Kernahan. Kernahan towards McClure. Can he get there in time? He uses the body, or at least attempts to. Who'll recover first? He taps it out the back. Mackenzie's on the ground, but he's too slow. Gets ridden into the ground by Ackley. Illegally, said the umpire. And Warren Mackenzie will take it. Now, who's having a Barney here? Who is having a Barney here?
Norman and Rhys Jones appears to be. Underneath there is the North Melbourne player and Rick Norman. I thought it was either... Oh, there's Jimmy Buckley in there too, having sort of say, with Johnny Law. So the tempers are a bit frayed out there. I can understand that from a North Melbourne viewpoint. Only 9 goals 8 to 17 goals 9. Looking at an 8-goal-1 deficit. Tempers do become a bit frayed when you're nearly 16.5 minutes into the final term. So North Melbourne have no chance of taking the game out, and the free kick has gone the way of Warren Mackenzie, who should be able to kick it through from around about 30 metres. It's Mackenzie now back to the action. That is the football action. And Mackenzie only 30 out, with Carlton on 17 goals 9. Mackenzie going for his first goal. He's pushed it a bit, but it's a goal. Kicked by Warren Mackenzie. He kicks his first goal. Hasn't been on the ground very long. Carlton 18 goals 9, 117. North Melbourne 9 goals 8, 62 on Sevens Big League.
Plenty of contributors for Carlton. 11 players have scored goals to date, whereas for North Melbourne, 6. And that tells the story. 117 plays 62. So we go back for the centre bounce with this persistent rain. It's not heavy, but it's just drizzling. Here's a ball up in the middle. Madden and Lyle. Madden trying to tap it wide. No one able to pick it up, and umpire Russo in for another bounce. And here it is. Madden up a fraction early over the top of Lyle. Cracker couldn't get it clear, nor could Bradley. The hurried kick was by Ross Smith down towards the half-forward flank. Jonas, a chance now. He'll be on the left foot, Jonah. Towards full forward. Who's waiting at the back? McCann lost sight of it. Schimmelbusch is there. Socket off the ground, and it'll beat him over the line. And another throw-in to take place, but good defensive play by Shane Robertson, who pushed it wide. And Tommy Alvin just going over to pat him on the back and say, well done.
North Melbourne trailing by 55 points. The boundary thrown in North Melbourne's forward pocket. Taken away by Buckley. Kicked off the ground by Atkins, now by Schimmelbusch. Still in there with Alvin. Alvin just about threw that one out. Taken by Peter Road. Kernahan gets the front berth away from Glendenning. Law can't take advantage of it. Bradley uses his pace to gain possession and drive down toward the flank, to their half-forward flank, and off the hands of Mackenzie. The ball is out of bounds. No free kick there. No, I thought Mackenzie was going back looking for a free kick, but it was not forthcoming.
19 minutes played. Jack, final term. Carlton home and hosed. From the throw-in. Chance for Larkin. Forced onto the left boot, and it's a poor kick, and Shimmer can't keep it in. It goes over once again, so we'll see another throw. But it's been a pretty impressive display by Carlton in these conditions, but from a North Melbourne point of view, most disappointing. Here's the throw-in once again. Lyle doing the leaning work. Pushed out towards Harms and Cracker. Cracker possession. Gets a hurried kick. Finds Larkin, can steady as he goes into goal, gets it across. Donald McDonald got the shock of his life. Back to Larkin, across to Jonas. You'll be on your left foot unless you go short. Oh, gee! No free kick. Play on is the call. The shot at goal is wide, and it was by Spargo. And I thought there may have been a free kick there, Jack.
I thought there may have been more than a free kick too, but the umpire evidently didn't see what we saw. Carlton 18-9, 117. North Melbourne 9 goals, 9-63. And out of defence, they find Dorotich. Dorotich getting away from Larkin. A good bit of work there by Larkin, pushing Dorotich off pressure, off balance, under pressure, and he put the ball over the boundary line. So a throw-in taking place on the half-back line for North Melbourne. We did notice before that Wayne Schimmelbusch just stuck off the ground there, so he's gone onto the interchange bench. And the ball with Glendenning. He comes up toward Lyle. Lyle up in the pack. Oh, nearly a mark. The umpire has paid that one. So Lyle should have Should I say, should have kicked it. He went for a hand pass, then changed his mind. But he kicked straight to Madden without any opposition at all. Madden should have marked that. Jimmy Cracker caught in possession. Can't do anything with it and has been penalised for holding the ball. So North Melbourne can't do anything right today. They haven't played well. And when you're not playing well, you make a lot of mistakes too in trying to do things you normally do well. So there's a short pass by Elvin. Finds Evans. Back to Welburn. Not a good hand pass. Tackle too high. Now the umpire doesn't know for sure which way to go. Now the tackle was too high on Elvin, but was there a free kick prior to that? No, he's going to Tommy Elvin. So it will be Elvin's free kick. A little bit confusing there. Elvin from the half-back line, looking in toward the centre of the ground, taking plenty of time, taking oodles of time really, getting the ball moving out toward the wing position in Meldrum. He can't take it. It goes out to Johnston on the outer wing position. He hooks it out quickly to Bradley. Bradley under pressure on the wing, outer side of the ground. Gets it in toward the centre of the ground. A chance for Robertson. Thought of a hand pass. Gets a kick into the half-forward zone now. It comes into that area where McClure tries to take the mark, but can't do so. Picked up by Fairley. He puts it out wide. No opposition, though, for Carlton. They can't get there before the ball goes over the boundary line, and we see a throw-in taking place on Carlton's half-forward flank. 1:17 playing 63. Carlton in attack. The time clock toward the 22-minute mark of the final term. It comes to the back of the pack at Evans. Evans getting a hand pass away to McKenzie. McKenzie looking for a long hand pass. He's tried one right in toward Robertson, chopped off by Ackley. The ball in front of him. He continues to bring it up the field. Chance for Larkin. He can't handle it. McKenzie back to Road. Road gets it moving in toward the half-forward zone. Robertson can't take the mark. A chance for Fairley once again. He loses possession. Kicked off the ground by McClure. A chance for Robertson. Into the open goal it goes. Kernahan, and he may have popped it through for another one. He has so. Stephen Kernahan kicks his 5th goal, and Carlton running away from North Melbourne at Princes Park. Carlton 19 goals, 9, 123. North Melbourne 9 goals, 9, 63. 10 goals the difference. Carlton leading North Melbourne on 7's big league. Well, I don't know what North can do. I thought they had a real chance to beat Carlton today on the team that was selected. I know they lost Phil Cracker. They lost a couple of players prior to the game. Arsiri also couldn't take his place in the side. But if you have any depth in your side at all, you should be able to cover players such as not so much Phil Cracker. He's something else. But North Melbourne certainly have lowered their colours to Carlton this afternoon. Can North do anything about it? We'll see in the next few minutes of play. Chance for Ackley. He soccers off the ground under pressure, but the whistle sounds. There's a free kick going North Melbourne's way, I think it is, at the half-back position. North Melbourne 10 goals down to Carlton at Princes Park. We've been playing now 24, nearly 23 and a half minutes of the final term. Where are they going? Law kicks toward the half-forward zone. Players set themselves. Jonas doesn't make contact. Jimmy Cracker can't take possession. Kicked off the ground by Jonas. Down toward McDonald. Dool is there for Carlton. He taps the ball out of bounds. Very cool play by Bruce Dool. North Melbourne every chance there. Cracker had the ball on a plate. Couldn't accept it. Lost possession. We must admit the ball is greasy, but North Melbourne haven't done much right today. Carlton have done everything right. That's why they're leading by 10 goals. Boundary throw-in. At the back was Burke, tried to gain possession, couldn't do so. Rowan Robertson kicks overhead, through for one behind to North Melbourne. North Melbourne 9 goals, 10, 64. Carlton 19 goals, 9, 123 points. My word is dark here as Dool goes in toward the back pocket area looking for big Justin Madden. Justin Madden's left foot kick coming around toward that Kernahan right up the ground. He tried to bring the ball to turf. It did come down eventually. They're all diving in. Robertson hooks it out, picked up by German. Been a lot of North Melbourne players missing this afternoon, and the kick comes straight back to Justin Madden. Hand passes to Johnston. Johnson going in toward the centre of the ground, looking for Jimmy Buckley. Can't fire, he is now. Buckley picks up the left foot kick going into the forward pocket. Giving chase is Fairley and McClure. Fairley with a little bit more pace than McClure. Doesn't have to be fast to have that, and the ball out of bounds. So in the forward pocket for Carlton, the ball will be thrown in. The time clock at the 25-minute mark now. 123 playing 64. North Melbourne have certainly taken a hiding from Carlton this afternoon. Glenn Denning doing the ruck work. At the back there was Smith tapping it overhead toward Law. Can he get it before the boundary line? He does. Little kick comes around the flank. On the outer side it is. Picked up here by Norman. He got around. Could have been caught. His hand pass could nearly have been deemed a throw. So it's through Steele. The ball's driven to the half-forward zone. Up toward Larkin. He can't accept it. Madden's playing a loose man in defence, would you believe, the big fellow. Got a hand pass down toward... this is Harms picking up now. Going with a left-handed hand pass to Dool. He could have given it to Alvin. Decides to kick instead. Good thinking, too. He drives it to the half-forward zone. Taken by Ackley. Not a long kick. Carlton's Kenny picks up. Gives it back out to Johnson. He goes into Meldrum on the half-forward zone. And Meldrum takes the mark in front of Spargo. So Meldrum with the ball, some 40 metres out from goal, going for his first goal. Meldrum, one of the few players that hasn't kicked a goal for Carlton. You can't quite read the board. Carlton 19-9, 1-2-3. North Melbourne 9 goals, 10-64. The ball with Paul Meldrum, about 30 to 35 metres out from goal. Kick on its way. I think it's through for another one to Carlton. So, through Meldrum. The North Melbourne players shake their head in despair. Carlton 20 goals, 9, 129. North Melbourne 9 goals, 10-64 on Sevens Big League. And what a disappointing day it's been for North Melbourne. But what a great day it's been for Carlton, on the other hand. A lot of doubts about the quality of the Carlton side. Some people thought that North Melbourne could turn the tables on the Blues today, but such is not the case. And there's one fellow who won't enjoy Saturday night or Monday night, and another one will follow him up very soon. Carlton leading North Melbourne. Madden back in the ruck. The ball tapped to Rowan Robertson. He gets a left foot kick working in toward the flank. Burke backs up. Reece Jones. Jones picks up and goes into the half-forward zone. The mark has been taken there by Evans. Evans of Carlton, 55 metres out, going short. He finds a teammate and a good pass finds Kernahan. Kernahan has kicked 5 goals for Carlton. Can he kick one from here? He's out about 50 metres from where he'll kick. Carlton already kicked 20 goals, 9, 129 to North Melbourne, 9 goals, 10-64. Kernahan going for his 6th goal from out about 50 metres. The big fellow with the ball doesn't miss too many, although the ball will be a bit heavier than normal. I don't think he's missed that one either. 21 goals, 9, the Carlton score. North Melbourne 9 goals, 10-64 on Sevens Big League, and the Blues are very, very happy about the whole situation. You can't say too much in defence of North Melbourne. They lost a couple of players, that's all you can say. You can say a lot in favour of Carlton. They can shake the tripe out of this year's flag, the way they've played over the last few weeks. A lot of people thought the win against Melbourne was fairly hollow. They won it easily. No one had thought that they could defeat North Melbourne such as they have this afternoon. Madden in the ruck that time, got it down. Jimmy Cracker can't control it, it's tapped out again. A free kick would go against Delvin on that occasion, I would think. And North Melbourne will take the free kick, and the player to take the kick will be Norman. Rick Norman of North Melbourne with the ball on the wing position. Dorotic just about set himself for this. He gets the front berth away from McDonald, taken by Evans. He goes out wide. The ball kicks straight to Bradley. Bradley from the half-back line can carry it away if he wants, but he kicks instead right down to the half-forward zone. It's in that position. McClure went after it. This time picked up by Fairley. The kick comes around the flank to the outer side half-back line. North Melbourne will try and run it out from there. It's been kicked by Smith, it looked like, up toward the half-forward zone. It's that dark down here, they're hard to find, and it's Johnson with the ball for Carlton. Wayne Johnson on the half-back line for Carlton, going round the flank, keeping the ball around the boundary, certainly is. He's put it out on the full, and North Melbourne will take the free kick. That is Steele with the ball over there on the half-back line. Up to the half-forward zone it travels. Hurried out of the pack, up very high. Big Madden's there again and takes the mark. As I said before, he's playing a loose man in defence and doing it quite well. Justin Madden to the half-forward zone. Mackenzie up high, can't take the mark. Ackley there, can't get the ball. He does eventually pick up. He gets it moving up toward the half-forward zone. McCann is there, Dorotic the front berth. McCann brings it back. Alvin Borks gets a left foot working down to the half-forward flank. Here's a charge for Mackenzie. Should have taken that mark. He didn't have any opposition or any pressure at all. Gets a hand pass back. He gets it working back toward Rode. Rode with the ball for Carlton. Tackled a bit too high. The umpire has awarded him the free kick for that tackle. Now, as I said before, North Melbourne players can't do a great deal. Not having much luck, but also not playing well. Peter Kenny with the ball for Carlton on the half-forward flank. As the gloom continues, gloom for North Melbourne and also the weather. The ball down towards Carlton's forward zone. Tapped off the ground by McClure, out towards Johnson, held it when he didn't have it. The umpire will award accordingly, and Johnson will take this shot at goal, and try and get his first goal for the afternoon. In the Carlton score of 21 goals, 9, Johnson has not yet kicked a goal, which is, you know, not usual. North Melbourne 9 goals, 10, 64. 135 playing 64, and Wayne Johnston going for his first goal, trying to make it the 22nd goal of the day for Carlton. Time clock toward the 31-minute mark. Johnson's kick is off target, I think. Yes, only one behind. Just hooked it a little bit, and only one behind coming up. Carlton moved to 21 goals, 10, which is a lead of 12 goals over North Melbourne's 9 goals, 10. 136 to 64. From the full-back position, Ackley comes straight up the ground. Can Lyle take the mark or Big Madden? Neither do. It's on the turf. Johnson once again tries to pick up. Meldrum's there. Johnson gets it out. A push in the back will go Carlton's way. No, the umpire hasn't seen it. It's been picked up and hurriedly kicked by Fairley. Up toward the half-forward zone, taken by Rode. Rode swings it back. He's going to go in toward the full-forward position. Was in two minds as to what to do. Drove across the half-forward zone into the pocket position. Nearly a free kick to Robertson, not paid. Robertson got it out to Burke. Burke tries to get it on toward Bradley. Top is off the ground, and that's through. Another one. So Burke kicks his second goal. He doesn't. He kicks his first goal. He was trying to get that ball out for Bradley, I think, to follow through. He got it on, and anyhow, another goal coming Carlton's way. 22 goals, 10, 142 to 9 goals, 10, 64 on Sevens Big League, and we're nearly 32 minutes into the final term. Gee, couldn't get much darker. They'd have to put lights on if they hadn't, Very dark here at Princes Park. The umpire throws the ball in the air. Maybe the timekeepers are going to sleep. Rhys Jones taps it out. Out toward the wing. Bradley's there. Is it Bradley or not? No, it wasn't. It was Robertson by the look of things. Rowan Burke tapped it out for North Melbourne and sucked it off the ground by Harms. Down toward the wing position. Ackley can't take it. Evans is there. He kicks the ball in midair down toward the half-forward zone. He kept it moving all right. McClure couldn't take it. Kernahan had it and lost it. Taken by Jim Cracker. He gets it moving back toward the wing position. No mark to anybody. Taken by Johnson. He ducked the head and got out of trouble. Swings it back toward the half-forward zone. No one home for Carlton as yet. Knocked down by Ackley. A chance for Meldrum if he could get there in time. He could not. Sock it off the ground. We see the ball will be thrown in on Carlton's half-forward flank position. Well, the time clock's getting around toward the 33-minute mark now of the final term. North Melbourne 9 goals, 10. Carlton 22 goals, 10. 142 playing 64. Tapped down and kicked by Rode. Tapped high, or kicked high by Rode, and once again we'll find the boundary line. So while the ball is bottled up in Carlton's half-forward flank position, Jimmy Buckley awaits the crumb from the boundary throw-in. He got a big applause when he came on the ground. Tapped out by Madden, taken by Law. The kick up toward Dorotich. The man chipping in, I thought, in front was Mackenzie. Got the ball out. Meldrum gives it to Johnson. Johnson goes short. Cracker takes the mark for North Melbourne. He's on the half-back line, looking for somewhere to go. North Melbourne players not running at all. Jonas couldn't take the mark. It's been taken and kicked by Steele. Up toward McCann, and brings the ball to ground. Dools there. I wouldn't be surprised if he heads for the boundary line. And that's exactly what he does. Through Steele, getting the ball out of bounds in North Melbourne's forward pocket position. Defensive football when you consider Carlton is 13 goals in front of North Melbourne, and the time clock at the 34-minute mark of the final term. And the siren sounds. A great win to Carlton at Princes Park. Make no doubts about it. Carlton are not pretenders for the flag of 86. They are there for sure. Carlton 22 goals, 10, 142. North Melbourne 9 goals, 10, 64 on Sevens Big League.
You want to be a real footballer? I mean a real footballer. You've got to look like a real footballer. You've got to go for the mark. The VFL mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark.
Go for the VFL mark at Myer. Real footy Guernseys, real footy shorts, and real supporters wool jumpers in all club colours and badges.
Go for the mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark.
Go for the VFL mark at Myer.
The rains came early in the second quarter, but it certainly did not deter Carlton. What a fine performance to finish up scoring 22 goals, 10, 142 points in those conditions. North Melbourne most disappointing, 9-10-64. Steve Kernahan was the main contributor for Carlton. He finished the day with 6 and Peter Kenny 4, whilst for North Melbourne, Spargo 3 and John Holt 2. Carlton's win today sees them cemented nicely in the 5, currently in 3rd position. North Melbourne, their position a little more tenuous. They're hanging on to 5th position, and I hope you'll stay with us in the weeks to come to see if they can stay in the 5 here when we present more great action on Pro Football.